And we're back. Stream restarted. That's going to cause a little bit of a delay for game 2. But y'all will see it. You'll see it here. All right. Okay, let me see if I can configure it so I can actually fucking use spectator controls. I don't know why on God's green earth I can't use spectator controls. I'm cursed, I think, is probably the reason. It makes the most logical sense. Okay, we got Tribulb's team is ready. AD2L All Stars. A little busy. Spectators enabled. What do I got it? Oh, yeah. The last time I had an issue because I was watching replays or something and I had no spectator controls. This time I haven't been watching any replays. I just started my client. I guess I was in a demo lobby at one point. But for some reason I didn't have broadcast controls, so I was doing all that shit with middle mouse drag. It was a nightmare. It looked ugly. All right, both teams are good. And we're fucking rolling. AD2L All Stars, Spike D Sports. Game 2 coin toss goes for Spike D Sports. Probably should have by default because I got shafted. Here we fucking are. Flipping it and getting it anyway. This is recorded. This isn't recorded. This is live streamed. I don't think it is recorded, but YouTube might save the VODs automatically. I'm not the stream guy, I swear. I have no idea what I'm doing. I cannot emphasize the incompetence and the lack of professionality. I'm getting an error. Crow wants Dire. God damn it. Okay, Crow, you can have Dire. I'll give you the Dire. Let me choose the pick order. It should let me use the pick order. This is the single most professional thing I've ever done in my entire life. That might not even be a lie. I'm just not a very good guy. Not good at guying. Gabe is good. I don't care if 80-12 All Stars are good. We're fucking rolling. Hopefully I didn't fuck up the pick order. If I did, we'll remake the lobby real quick. Should be correct, though. If somebody doesn't connect, I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. Oh god, my marbles. God damn it. Ugh. Oh, what is this horse piss? Okay. Well, we got Ozone, Gambit, Dylan, Chev. Who's the last guy? Oh yeah, the guy whose name I can't fucking pronounce because it's backwards. Potato laptop. All right. Let's try this fucking again. That eight. So last time we saw some meta bands, saw some Outworld Devourer, a little Ricky, little Lina.
Radiant team back. Dire team back.
And we're seeing Ricky again. Not a big surprise.
Ten seconds remaining.
Now waiting a little bit on that first ban. I guess they're considering maybe picking their ban.
5 seconds remaining.
They're gonna burn reserve time on ban 1, are they? Oh no. Those 3 seconds. I'm ready to call the match here, boys. I think this is it. They are burnt a lot of time for ban 1. Must be a hot conversation going on in there. Considering how their last game went, I'm not entirely surprised. That did look like a struggle.
Team ban.
But I think
Dire team ban.
most of us who have been there will recognize that comms usually go to shit after a loss like that. Wasn't terrible though. It really wasn't that one-sided until it was. Lina banned out again. Very smart.
5 seconds
Do have
remaining.
the first pick though, so I guess they just don't want to pick it.
Radiant team pick.
They banned the
Dire
Dawnbreaker.
team pick.
That was a good-looking Dawnbreaker. Got on the save lane, made it impossible to win fights. A Faceless Void first pick. Another interesting first pick from the AD2L All-Stars. Last game they picked that Alchemist first.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know what that shit was about. And now the Faceless
5
Void.
seconds remaining.
Good hero, you know, not bad.
Pick.
Could theoretically flex into maybe several roles, but he is usually, I'd say 90% a position 1. So a little weird to pick him first. And Venge, an excellent counter to Void. He's not chronoed. Choose one happy volunteer not to be chronoed.
10 seconds remaining.
So up there with maybe Pudge, Outworld Devourer, and Pugna in terms of countering the Chronos here.
Radiant team.
And the Razor comes out. We get to see the bloody Stone Boy. And it's a Void Invoker combo. Who could have seen it coming? Only everyone. That Cataclysm plus Chronosphere is just ridiculous. Absolutely bonkers. But the Venge, again, good against that combo.
5
so
seconds remaining.
not
Dire
unplayable.
team ban.
Bluesy wants to hop in on the stream.
10 seconds remaining.
Rubik Band, really. They picked the Rubik.
5 seconds remaining.
Rubik's not even exceptionally good so far. Interesting.
Radiant team ban.
And a Witch Doctor ban. Witch Doctor Solid combo with Faceless Void and Invoker. Or at least Faceless Void. I mean, I don't know. They're both good team fighters. Witch Doctor and the Invoker.
Ten
Oh,
seconds
who's
remaining.
leaking comms? I guess they were thinking
5
about a Witch
seconds
Doctor.
remaining. Dire team ban.
Marcy bans. Suppose that's just a meta ban, maybe a personal favorite ban. The Marcy doesn't seem exceptionally good here. I mean, a good hero. Good hero.
10
Make no
seconds
mistake.
remaining.
I'm not seeing, I mean, a little synergy with the Razor.
5 seconds remaining.
Not terrible with Razor.
Radiant team
Being
ban.
able to throw people back into Static Link. And Snapfire Band. Also an excellent hero with Faceless Void. And a great hero overall. Patch. Just in a good spot. She trades well with her right clicks, and she trades even better with her spells.
10 seconds remaining.
Tons of HP, and just Mortimer's Kisses does a lot of
5
damage.
seconds remaining.
Your Snapfire is alive, you're gonna have damage in a fight. You only need to focus on lockdown.
Dire team ban.
Dazzle going out. That would be another reasonable counter to the Void Invoker strat. But not amazing. And I don't think Spiked would hate to have a
10
Dazzle
seconds remaining.
by any stretch, but I think there's other things they're going to want
5
perhaps
seconds
a little
remaining.
more. They need a bit of Disable on this team. Let
Dire
some
team pick.
fight 5 random jackasses at the same time. Banning out a Legion Commander. Interesting. Very interesting. That could be because they're trying to pick a
10 seconds
support
remaining.
that's dependent on a dispellable thing that isn't Venge.
5 seconds
That could
remaining.
be they're just worried about the standard Legion Commander Sunstrike. She is just a strong-ass hero this patch. She might just be banned because they don't like her. They're going to burn reserve time. Now is where they really decide what they're drafting. Picking Venge is a counter to Void. Picking Razor is because he's got that shard and the Bloodstone. He just
Radiant
lifesteal
team
a
pick.
little too much.
Crystal Maiden.
They offer another Crystal Maiden. Very interesting. Her disable, quite good against Faceless Void. Especially in lane. But does not provide
10
an answer
seconds remaining.
for the glaring problem that the Void Invoker
5 seconds
really
remaining.
present. And is also not particularly effective into these heroes. They have, on the Invoker, 3 different ways to cancel a Crystal Maiden ult. Void can cancel it with his auto attack. And neither hero really struggles to kill her. They have a couple items.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Earthshaker. I do like to see me an Earthshaker. They've got a tiny as well. So this, I'm imagining, is just going to turn into a bonk squad. I'm calling it here. I'm putting money on the table. $5. That's a bonk squad right there. They are going to get out of their lanes, and they're just going to roll around
10
and win all 3
seconds
lanes,
remaining.
force the enemies to group up, and then just echo slam them into a
5
fucking
seconds
fine
remaining.
mist. Ugh. Thanks, fishes. Means a lot.
Radiant team ban.
The Bloodseeker again. There's something pathological about this drafting, Frigid. So Bloodseeker, not in love with Chronosphere, but he does match up well into a non-Chrono Faceless Void. He's not in love with Tiny. He's not in
10
love with
seconds
Earthshaker and his
remaining.
big stuns and forcing him to walk around Fissure. He's not in love
5
with getting
seconds
kited by
remaining.
Invoker and getting all of his mana burned. But it's still, I'd say, a better Bloodseeker game this game than it was last game. And with this Razor, with the Venge swap, you know, there's some very expensive and damaging distractions on his team that could conceivably knock the enemies down low enough to where he can just pop BKB and swipe 3 heroes off the map. So we will see. Hopefully it'll work out better this game. He played it well. Sorry, Blissey. He played it well last game, so we should see that as long as he's got a little bit of a better lane to play it into, he'll be okay. But I am expecting here. You know, so far, I'm thinking the Earthshaker and Tiny are both supports. The Invoker might flex into a support. And we might see, you know, the Earthshaker playing as a position 3. But so far, I'm not seeing a lane that Bloodseeker's amazingly happy with. He's not a fan of just tons of burst damage. He doesn't want somebody who can knock him low. He's totally fine with quite a lot of sustained damage. But the burst damage from like a Tiny, he's not a huge fan of. But, you know, he's still got those first couple, maybe 2 or 3 levels with Avenger or Crystal Maiden. So far, it looks like he'll be able to have a pretty good lane. For bans, we're seeing Viper banned again. Because fuck that hero. Also, would be amazing here into the Razor. Another thing they might pick is the Hoodwink as a counter to the Razor. Complement their team quite nicely. And she does have that built-in break. It's not phenomenal. But that combined with the kind of repositioning disable of her net, Hoodwink is pretty decent into Razor. And Bloodseeker would hate to deal with her. That's just a ton of damage. Ton to disable. Good at canceling Crystal Maiden ult from across the map. Good at sniping somebody after they've been swapped out. But, speaking of sniping, no Void Spirit, no Sniper. Interested by the Void Spirit ban. It would be a decent pick this game.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
They can take Ancient Apparition. Poses counter both the Bloodstone Razor and the Bloodseeker. Not a terrible pick. Bloodseeker doesn't usually have too much trouble dodging it, and Razor's also quite fast, so there will be a little bit of an execution level to this. But AA, they should have good setup. They've got Fissure, they've got Avalanche, they've got Chronosphere. So a solid pick, although he is food. And it is dangerous having a food hero into these kind of snowbally Razor Bloodseeker type heroes. You know, if an Apparition's getting jumped, he's not going to do much about it. If his teammate can't help him, he folds like an omelet. So, let's see what this last pick is for Spike D Sports. I'm feeling a little better about these drafts, though.
Tinker!
And a Tinker.
Choose your hero.
Disgusting, but effective. Very good with Bloodseeker. Tinker just creates low health heroes all over the place. And also is benefited by the Thirst Vision for finishing off heroes with missiles. But we do also, again, Invoker, Earthshaker, Tiny are all good at catching Tinker. Apparition is good at finding Tinker with those little traps. And Void, if he gets a Chrono on Tinker, you know, he's gonna Chrono it. But we do have the Vengeful Spirit here. So I'd say from the draft here, we're definitely looking for a much better game. The lanes are going to be more interesting. I think Gambit is going to be playing his mid-Invoker into the Tribulb Tinker. The last game we had Chev playing the mid lane as the Shadow Fiend. If you are taking your notes here. This game, Chev has stepped off into another role. Let's see if I got my spectator controls voice. Alright, I'm rubbing my hands together. I'm praying. I'm begging. I do not have them. I hate this game. Spectator controls are gone. Spectator controls don't matter. You know what? They're for pussies.
Prepare for battle.
So we got Chev here. He's playing the Apparition this game. Very interesting. Actually, I have him pre-muted, which is a little weird. Alright.
I will commit this to
Neither team smoking. Got the Radiant looking like they're trying to go for some juicy action in the top lane. Chev is mid, action. Maybe this is a mid-ancient Apparition we're seeing here, because Gambit is built like a support. We might see a Quaswex support Invoker and a mid-ancient Apparition. That would be very interesting. Theoretically, I think Tinker beats Apparition in lane. If Tribulb is just dumping his mana pool into the Apparition. I don't think Apparition's going to handle that very well. But we will see how the execution plays out. Aggression, they're setting up for First Blood here. PD12 All-Stars. It seems like they've been spotted out, perhaps? The Dire are being very careful. Synthetic on the Crystal Maiden has found them. And yeah, they look like they've more or less given up. They're just going to contest that rune. Call it a day. Gabe actually not playing the Crystal Maiden this time. A different Crystal Maiden player. Synthetic playing at this game.
The battle begins.
And we're going to get one bounty rune. The Dire do not have the cojones to walk up and take their free rune, so we'll see who gets to that first. Probably at 3-minute mark. And both teams have a ward in the same place in the mid lane. I believe that was pinged out, so we should see that that ward going down here. Tribal ward just a sentry. Alright, Chev winning the block mid, so alright. Interesting things. Yeah, our side lanes are settling in here. There's no pull block in the bottom lane. And we do have a support void? Very confused by what I'm seeing here. Alright, and so far, Tribulb's ahead on health and on levels, even though the wave's pushed into his tower. He's happy about that in the mid lane. We have no pulls blocked in the top lane either. And really, it's anyone's lane. Another mango stacking strat here. Last game, he did the exact same thing on Dawnbreaker. Synthetic taking long trades with little mana usage, not really favoring him here. And the wave is a little pushed up, but that range creep has died, so the Radiant safe lane should be staying back here. This is, I believe, a carry Earthshaker. So that Void is, in fact, a support. He's literally just... They're not even doing the Void Invoker combo. The Invoker is a support. He's not going to have max Exort, is he? Hold on. What's going on here? I mean, he's gonna go Quas Wex, right? We will have to see. Things are getting spicy up in here. CS goes. Once again, we see Crow prioritizing effectively and maxing out on the CS chart here. The enemy carry tying with pretty much every other core in the game at 6. Actually, there is a pull block over here. I didn't notice that one. Might be new. Void undoing all that damage. You're gonna have to take that under tower, bud. And there we go. It's getting denied by Frigid. Yeah, running 2 melee heroes into 2 ranged heroes that include a Razor is not going to be an easy time. Tribulb looks like he's using Laser to help keep AA on his toes. And so far they're going pretty similar on CS. Slight lead for Tribulb. Oh, a little bit of intrigue over here. Yeah, he is going to Quas Wax. So that's going to give Crow a nice little chunk of speed. But the wave is pushed into the tower. So the off lane again. They're not... This is sort of a similar thing as we saw last lane. The safe lane is doing well, but they're not able to control the full camp, and so the off lane is still getting XP, and we should see that still be a considerable threat later into the laning phase here. When Tiny hits level 4, and we've got like a level 2 or 3 Invoker. Overall, we're seeing the, so far, Dire are winning their safe lane against the Radiant off lane. Seeing the Radiant safe lane seems to be going neutral in a lane where they probably should not be. It should probably be going worse. But they're using pulls. And I'm sure they're making liberal use of Enchant Totem to get last hits. Mid lane, little skirmish here. This could go bad for Chev. He could absolutely die. Gonna run into the pit. I feel like Tribulb should stick to this, but he's content to just manage the waves. Deny Chev instead of attempting to kill him. You see, I think Synthetic here would be very happy if at level 2 he went Arcane Aura. More mana for his whole team to spam their lanes would be, I think, a little more valuable than Crystal Nova, because he's having so many mana problems anyway. Well communicated, little slow into the silence there. But Tiny, not missing too much HP. And has 1,000 HP for free. He does not care. He needs that physical damage. He has 0 armor. Little skirmish here. Razor got a good suck off on the support Void. Void now making use of time dilation. I remember when that spell was added, and it was ridiculous, and then they changed it, and it did nothing for a while, and now they've buffed it, and it's kind of a spell. In the mid lane, yeah, favorable for Tinker here. He's now quite ahead. His opponent apparently having to leave and come back. Still no first blood, though. Bit of contrast from last game, where there was tons of killing going on, particularly in the off lane of Team Adu12 All-Stars, who are now playing the Radiant, not the Dire. We see a gank from Gabe in the mid lane. And he hesitated. He's visible, so now AA is just going to play back. They could apply pressure. They should probably stay up here and try to deny these range creeps, because this is a lot of XP for Chev. And keeping him in a hole will make things a lot easier for the Razor and the Bloodseeker. The coming 10-minute period. Synthetic and Gambit trading it out here on the Bounty Rune area. Synthetic asking the Wolves for help. And it seems to have worked a little bit here. But he's in a bit of a pickle. Oh, he's going to get the deny? Nope, that is first blood for Gambit, and he's going to TP out.
As indeed, first in everything.
Bulb going to just take the time to clear this little wolf camp. Walk back to his lane. Jeff gets the D ward. Yeah, he did catch Venge under the ward that was here, I believe. That's how both these heroes want to play this mid lane. They just walk up, throw their nukes at each other, and try to out-sustain. I'm seeing now Tiny having to leave the top lane a little bit, step back, fearing for his life, because now the Crystal Maiden has the mana. That death was the best thing that could have happened to her.
No.
We're going to soon see Crow pick up his level 6 here. He's got a quarter of a level to go. They notice the Crystal Maiden step back. They're trying to be aggressive and go for a toss-back play, but not going to get it. There we go. That's a kill for Crow. Gambit has the mana. Massive Ghost Walk. Did not make it out of the Sentry in time. That fade time actually killed him. And that's feeling great. You're feeling real good if you're the Dire team here. Traded that for a little bit of damage on there. And this off lane again, well, it's going kind of mediocre. You know, it's going okay. Nobody's died. Nobody has died. And so they're still getting XP. You know, Frigid's the same level as Dylan here. We got Gabe is the same level as Ozone. And they're taking trades. And that support with a Wraith Band Verifier is actually... He's just clicking. That level 3 time dilation does a ton of damage. 33 damage per cooldown. Or no, sorry, 33 damage total. And we also saw Invoker go down and Bloodseeker in the top lane. So that's unfortunate. It seems like that was his Rupture play that went south. Did not catch an Apparition ult, so I'm curious as to what happened. Maybe just the burst from Tiny surprised him. It'll be good for Synthetic. He's going to be able to get a bit of solo XP here. Just for a little while. Throws back. I'm seeing that level 3 plasma field. Ain't nothing to fuck with. Void missed his Q, and that is a level 1 Q, so this should be the end of Void. You gotta play back with that 24-second cooldown time block. You use that to backtrack some damage, you better leave. That's gonna be the end of Tinker. Crispy little gank there from the Invoker. To get himself a couple urn charges. And help out Chev with his mid lane, which he very much needs. And can make use of. Going for a Witchblade first item, it looks like, after finishing Boots. That should help him a lot. The extra attack range, the Chilling Touch. He's going to be able to use that to kite out the Razor, kite out the Bloodseeker. And yeah, that ward, they placed under a ward, so it's going away straight away. Pathetic's just going to guard the rune. Or his Blink Tinker. Bloodseeker got caught. Busted his Ravage on Gambit. And just got slapped to death again. Those two heroes and Cold Snap. Tornado does get its damage from your levels in Wex. So he's doing 200 or so damage with the Tornado in addition to that Disruption. And it dispelling his Blood Rage. Chrono goes down. Like, with the Ice Blast, that is going to be enough to secure a double. And Tribulb shows up a little too late. Just going to have to go for a bit of harass. But, yeah, if there was more mana on this Earthshaker, he could conceivably die. You know, with time dilation, he could be sad, but he's fine. Shaker doesn't have a lot of mana. He's got these mangoes, though, because he doesn't feel like using them to kill a Tinker. Understandable. And Tribulb returns to the mid lane. For now, it's less easy to play against the Apparition. He's got these two spells maxed out. And we're seeing Bloodseeker go down again. Once again, these just kill-heavy offlanes are killing the Bloodseeker, because he does not have any HP. There's going to be a toss, and that's going to be a dead Crystal Maiden. Oh! He went for the toss back, caught the range creep. She should still die. Gambit ought to be able to catch up to her. And she no longer has mana to TP out. That's going to be the end of her. Razor progressing towards his Vanguard pretty slowly. He's not actually super happy with this. He's managed to die. I think just the once. Let's see. Kills should be one of these buttons. This button. God damn it. I looked away and Crow actually gets a return kill. He's got his Maelstrom now and he's killed the Tiny. Good for him. Look at. It's a solo as well. Didn't even cost him a Crystal Maiden. That high attack speed from the Blood Rage and the Maelstrom, he should start farming up real quick. So those few deaths, just put those behind him. He should be fine. Not farming under a ward or anything, so. Ideally it'll be a bit safe, but that will also probably put Tiny on the map. Tiny
This'll come in handy.
going Echo into Blink Dagger, actually, so maybe he'll just keep farming his lane, try and get that quick 2-item timing. And 3 heroes ganking Tribulb mid. You just can't dodge that fucking Ice Blast. You can't dodge it, not with the setup by the Invoker.
Move like a blue heart glacier.
Game gets the return kill, though.
Radiant's
Dead
middle tower
mids is
under
good
attack.
business. Void is going to be looking to use his Chronosphere as that comes back up. We're just going to see Gabe and Frigid in the bot lane trying to kind of recover. They did have a tough time last hitting
Dire's top tower is
against
under
that
attack.
Earthshaker.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I think what you'd like to see if you're on the Dire team is Gabe roaming around a bit more. And just a hard farming Razor in this bot lane.
Dire's top tower is
He
under
really needs
attack.
to try and get to whatever timing he's going for. He's going to continue going for the Bloodstone build in the face of the Apparition. And we see another kill attempt on Tribulb. Looks like it's good with the Echo Slam and then a Chronosphere to follow it up. And another Ice Blast. There's just so many big spells coming out here from the Radiant.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Crow shows up. Maybe not the best idea. He was a couple Maelstrom procs away from it being a good idea, but
Dire's
Maelstrom
top
procs did
tower
not come.
has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower.
That
is
should be the end
under
of the
attack.
mid tower here. They're going to take a bit of damage on their
Dire's
bottom tower.
structures are fortified.
The Radiant.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This Void support seems to be just rushing into a pipe. He's gonna have some mana problems with that, let me tell you. But that's what he's going for, and
Dire's middle
by
tower
God,
has
he's
fallen.
gonna get it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Getting a great Glimmer Cape on the Crystal Maiden. Force Staff doesn't really do much in Chrono, but Glimmer will at least give him the magic resistance, which is something. And putting a good D-ward up here to help control this area, keep him get smoked into. Looks like the Radiant players are drawing up. They want to farm the
Dire's
enemy
top
jungle. They
tower
want to
is
push the
under
enemy tier
attack.
2. Bridget's going to make sure that's not completely free. So they are going to send down the Earthshaker to try and handle him. At least to farm this lane. And they're sending actually Crow into the enemy jungle. He knows he can't farm his own. He's just trying to farm somewhere. He wants his BKB. And the Tiny no Blink Dagger, so he's not really a direct threat to the Tinker yet. That would be, I would personally probably have gone for the Blink Dagger. You see in the mid lane another great synthetic ult taking down the Ancient Apparition.
Dire's bottom tower is
Gambit
under
able to
attack.
invis TP. You pick up a little more blood for the Seeker. Bridget continues to farm. Things are stabilizing for the Dire, but they're not getting better. They're not getting much better. The big cooldowns that they blew in that mid lane didn't seem to come with much of a penalty. So they are going to have those cooldowns up again shortly.
Double damage.
Alright, Crow's got a DD. Not have Rupture, though. We actually see Synthetic goes down. Tiny. Walked up, killed him from full health. Just tiny things.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got a Razor. Slowly plugging towards that Bloodstone. Bloodseeker just working his BKB. Void has finished his hood up
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower is under attack.
So he's a tanky little initiator. And he's looking for something to cast a bubble onto. Got Gambit bottom. Where Gambit goes, fights follow. And hopefully the Dire are paying attention to that. They just spotted Razor. And now they know for sure where he is. And they're going to go ahead and blow Chrono. I don't think they're going to be too happy about that. He's got no mana. He was actually not in that Ice Blast, so he's doing fine. And Chrono's down. And I don't think either team is smiling, but none of them are crying, so... That was a completely neutral exchange. Chrono being down is pretty good. I'd be smiling about that. Chrono's down. They also kind of unnecessarily used Swap, though. And they got this tower, but it was denied. You know, it's just smiley face, frowny face, smiley face, frowny face.
Thank you so much.
That was, like, 3 clarities. That. I heard, like, 3 clarities. And they're going in on the Bloodseeker. They spotted him out. He's fucking gone. He was, under a ward now, it looks like. Brand new ward. No, not brand new. Relatively new. And I think he was trying to look down here for a fight and just got absolutely blown the hell up by the power couple coming from the Radiant offlane. And they're now going to have that blink on Tiny if they want it. He might rush Ags, but I hope he doesn't. There we go. He's got the blink. A damn shame. Yeah, he's getting caught a lot here, and some of those are just going to happen. Some of those you got to feel a little bit frustrated with. You're playing the Bloodseeker. Tinker's just trying to get that Shiva's guard. That'll help him out a lot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With scouting and finding, they still are just going to kind of have this issue. They're going to run into this mentality issue where they expect someone in the wreckage. Okay, Tiny is going to blink him. He's going to fucking die. I don't think he realized there was a blink dagger on that Tiny. But you're going to, on this Dire team, somebody's got to run in so that, you know, Tinker can hit his shit, so that Razor can hit his shit, so they can get a CML. They're all responsive on the Dire team. Is that an Echo Slam? It was not. Why did he say something globally? Okay, he's got the... Oh, he's got the Ags. Oh my god, he's got Ags already. Oh. Don't stick around, Gabe. Oh. Ozion coming in. Setting it up for Chev to get a kill here. He's now got his Witchblade. He's just going to go for an Ags to just be a fucking turret. I don't know if that's the play here, because I think he's going to be a victim rather than a turret, but we will see how it goes for him. I think everything in this match comes down to execution. I don't think anybody's doing so well they can't screw it up. You know, they don't have that Faceless Void carry that scales so well. They have an Earthshaker instead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know, they don't have that mid Invoker, who's absolutely terrifying. They have a mid Ancient Apparition. So they can lose fights. Them being ahead of 20 minutes does not mean that they're going to continue to be ahead for the rest of the game because of how they've chosen to organize these heroes. Top lane, going for another synthetic pick. Got the Glimmer Cape though, they missed the Ice Blast. He's going to be... Actually no, he got hit by the trail of it. But still, he's going to be fine, he's not going to die. He's happy not being dead. And somebody's fucking dead. Gabe got spotted by that Blink Tiny in the bot lane, who is probably one of the richer heroes on the map now. Yes, absolutely, the richest by some margin. 800 gold ahead of his team, 1,000 ahead of his enemies. And that's going to be scary. That's not something you're going to want. You know, Razor is built on being kind of tanky. Tinker and Bloodseeker. Oh, there goes Tinker, speaking of it. Actually, Dill's a little in over his head here. Bribeball did not get a defense matrix up, so he does go down.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know. Chrono goes down on the Razor, and Chrono Meteor. That's enough. Synthetic, good ult, but did not account for this guy being able to cancel it 18 different ways, so maybe not such a good ult.
My heart.
And so far, looking good again for AD2L All-Stars. They're showing their coordination, the chops, but we do have a BKB on the Bloodseeker.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant team can see that. I'm not sure if they called it out. But if they're not aware of it, they could make a big mistake playing into it. Tinker just really struggling to get his items. You know, he's not able to get picks on these heroes. This position 5 just doesn't care about Tinker at all, which is real rare for position 5. You know, Invoker can just kind of invis his way out, and they're not getting a lot of dust to get him killed. He's fast moving. He's got Boots of Travel, Windlace, and Max Wex on a support. Almost Max Wex. He's real fast, so he can just kind of walk out of Tinker's range. You got Razor just still trying to get this Bloodstone at 22 minutes. He's not happy. He does not farm exceptionally fast. He really...
Nothing for you.
They want to be fighting. And the Sunstrike hits him. Still got the Vessel and the Time Dilation, but the Glimmer Cape is going to keep him alive. And that forces a big rotation top, and then the Radiant just bail out. Again for a Mjolnir on Crow the Bloodseeker. We might like to see... Oh, the Shaker going in. What an edgy little fella, making it hard for me to say anything. But we might like to see on the Bloodseeker a Gleipnir. To help control these fairly mobile heroes and just hold them down for the Razor and the Tinker and the Crystal Maiden. Also, it'll beef him up a bit, but Mjolnir will give him the damage he needs to just be his team's damage. So if Tinker's not able to do it, if Bloodseeker's not able to do it, or Razor's not able to do it, Bloodseeker, with the Mjolnir, should be able to just hit fuckers. But sometimes that's what you need as a team. Apparition about halfway to his Ags, and goddamn, this tiny Blink Dagger. And he does die for that. There is justice in the world. Void with his shard. It's gonna get frozen here. There we go. And that was just a little too much. The Dire Heroes did still hang around after they were forced to TP.
For the twins.
And that kill on Eventual Spirit, definitely not worth trading these 3 heroes. Bloodseeker now hitting level 17, top of the net worth chart. And let's see what the level is here. This one. No.
Radiant's
That
middle
one.
tower
No,
is
this one.
under
This one.
attack.
This one. This one. This one. Ah. He is top level. It only took me 10 minutes
Radiant's
to find
middle
out.
tower has fallen.
Keep that net worth chart up here. That's going to finish him yawning. He's fucking stoked. He's very happy about that. Tribulb basically finished his Shivas here. And Frigid
Radiant's middle tower is
still
under attack.
doesn't have his Bloodstone, but he's fucking... He's getting there. He's working on it. He's got his Shard. And they do find Dylan. He's just going to jump away. That's how that
Radiant's
goes.
top tower is under attack.
The top lane tower being pressured by Crow. It's dangerous. There's a Tiny. He's a lurking. He's a creeping. And he is going to kill Synthetic. Nope, he jumps on the... Oh. Oh, that is a value Glimmer Cape, let me tell you. That thing is doing work and having an impact. They need to be getting some more dust out on these heroes, because that Glimmer Cape is... If Crow dies there, the game now feels considerably better for the Radiant. But Crow not dying there, they're still good. They're still happy. Ice Blast is going to miss. Crow's going to farm way back and dodge it. I wouldn't have. I would have forgotten and died. What a guy. Tribulb now has his Shiva's Guard. That'll increase his farm speed, increase how annoying he is on the map, but it may also increase his confidence and get him absolutely shit-fuckered, asshole-puckered by this Apparition scouting, this Invoker scouting, this Void scouting, and the catch on this Earthshaker and on this Tiny. And speaking of catch, they're looking at him. They're lining it up. Ooh, he's got to be scared. He blinked back. I don't think he could see the Tiny there, but I don't have spectator control, so I couldn't fucking tell you. They can see Shep, though. And Chrono down onto the Tinker, not the very dead Tinker. An exceptionally dead Tinker. Frigid is in. He's got his Bloodstone. And we're trying to see where Bloodseeker enters the fight. Bloodseeker gets a BKB off, but he's just getting bashed by the position 5. He's got to run away. He is not happy. That's a worst case scenario when you got to pop your BKB and just use it to run all the way out of a fight. That just means the next 100 seconds are going to suck. Not the Sunstrike. Oh, okay, he lives. I'm not picking favorites here, but I like to root for the underdogs. And somebody is slightly on the underdog side at the moment here. A good fight being able to get the Chrono onto the Tinker. Tinker really just, he cannot show his face unless his whole team is there, and also not within Chrono range. You know, they have to all be together so that Chrono being used doesn't kill a hero. But they also can't be that together, or Chrono used will kill all of them. Tiny working on a Crystallis to make that Aghanim Scepter absolutely terrifying. Tinker's back up. 27 minutes. Quick respawns. Bloodseeker still top of the network. I think if you're the Dire, you are just trying to stall the game. You're trying to actually go for a Tinker late game. Just inconveniencing him. There's no real threat there. The Tiny is the threat, and he's looking top. He's trying to get a Razor pick, and I'm going to kill Crystal Maiden instead. Not a place that you can afford to stand. That was off limits. Red tape and traffic cones. You're not walking up that hill. That is going to cost them the tier 2. They might have lost it anyway, honestly. I'm not going to blame that on the Maiden. Boy, just being a nuisance with time dilation. Costing himself a lot of mana, though. Not for the max mana on this Philosopher's Stone, he wouldn't have any mana. And Bloodseeker going for a Skull Basher. Not a terrible choice. Going to help him lock people down, give him a little bit more HP. Personally, I'd think of myself as the Tank Slayer if I was him. I'd end up with a... another damage item. But another fight breaking out here. The Bloodstone keeping Razor alive for now. Tornado catching Pro. He pops his BKB on time here. He needs to find something to hit, though. And there's one hero. He can knock down. Tinker is in. And this is what you want to see. You want to see Crow and you want to see Tribulb in the same fights at the same time. There we go. That Shard Crystal Maiden ult going to knock down the Earth Shaker. Tribulb getting gone on by the support. Manages to get out. Gambit gets spotted out by that Shiva's. And there he is. He's ruptured. He's dusted. He's ruptured. Crystal Maiden's coming to cancel the TPs. And now she can't cancel TPs. If he TPs out, he's safe. No, Tinker's gonna come back. He's gonna die. Right, now they just weren't quite able to get Apparition into a good position in that fight, but he's... Oh, they're still looking for it. Oh, they're still looking for it. Oh! Oh my goodness, Tribal gets out, and Synthetic is possibly going to pay the price. Ice Blast is down for Synthetic. They could conceivably go back in on this. They've got Gabe in there. Tribald's going in. Frigid's here. They've got the Bloodseeker kind of behind, but he seems nervous. He does not seem happy to go in here. That Apparition is looking juicy. He's looking succulent, frankly. Gonna swap off on the Tiny, and looks like they are going to try and just take him out. Him being very out of position. And he's just going to TP. That is one thing the Basher will help with. He's got enough gold to finish it. He might go for a shard instead. Oh my! I forgot about his shard. That'll be excellent this game. That will be superb this game. Damn, how did I forget about Bloodseeker's shard? That thing was crazy. And now you feel pretty good on the Dire team. They've got their jungle back. Do a little overextension. Gabe's gonna get picked off. Bev has his Ags, but not too bad. There is a Chronosphere up on the Void. Got all their big ults except for Echo, and they're gonna have Echo, so they're looking at Crow. And I think they're just gonna Chrono him. They're gonna Chrono him, yep. So he is Chronoed, he is Ice Blasted, he is Meteored, he is Tree Volleyed, he is fucking... He's dead twice over. He's fucking gonzo. Now we got Frigid over here. He's got his Bloodstone. He's still going for his Eternal Shroud. He's just going to continue feeling a little ineffectual. He's not able to get the timings he really wants. Playing into a team like this,
is under attack.
not easy for him to get good feathers.
Dire's middle tower
And the
is under attack.
Alacrity Tiny
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
do more than enough building damage next time that Fortify is down. And Razor getting picked off over here by a mixture of Sunstrike and Earthshaker.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, and he's happy. He got a Enchanted Quiver Apparition. That might just kill Tribald right here. Oh,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
he had the itch. He had the tingle. He knew it was coming. Alright, now we're seeing that the net worth is slipping up for the Earthshaker and the Tiny and down for the Bloodseeker as a result of that most recent catch. Just could not run fast enough from that Faceless Void support. But you need to see this Tinker farming, you need to see this Bloodseeker farming. And that's going to be tough now, because the enemies are on their mid-tier 2. And when the enemies are on your mid-tier 2, you can't really walk nowhere. You know, they've got a ward up on this cliff, so if you try to sneak through here and you do it wrong, you're going to get spotted. Not going to be able to farm. So, they're just going to have to get ready to fight, and they're going for it. They start with a Rupture on the Tiny. There is no Chronosphere. They know that. He's going to get hit with Sunstrike. He's going to get hit with Ice Blast, and Crow is down. Fight's still looking okay, though. Damage coming out from everybody else. Blink from Tribulb kills off the Tiny. And Earthshaker is in. He blows up the Crystal Maiden. And our Tinker is out of steam and getting fucking smacked. Earthshaker catches the Razor. Buyback from Synthetic. Tries to save a teammate, but shows up a little too late, and he is going to get schmonked.
Dire's middle tower.
Schmonked, bonked, and clobbered. And suddenly it is absolutely the Radiance game. They do not have the Tiny, but they do still have respectable building damage from the Earthshaker. So they may decide to go high ground here. They might just try to square up for Roche and control the vision situation. Their waves are looking fairly good.
Dire's middle tower
They could
is
maybe
under
opt
attack.
to push mid and then switch. Go for this bottom tier 2. Got Alacrity, Forge Spirits. I'd have put the
Dire's
Alacrity on
middle
Earthshaker,
tower
but go
has
off.
fallen.
They ought to take Elena Rax off of this. That Crystal Maiden dieback and that Tinker's late death are going to mean they are staggered respawns for the Dire.
Dire's middle barracks
And if they screw this up, they're going to lose the game. If they have heroes run out and get caught, and they lose the next fight immediately because of that, they are in a serious shickle. Being a shit pickle. Faceless Void squaring up this bottom tower. They're looking to just knock down these outer towers. And if there's 5 enemies, ideally after that they'll go
Dire's
Roche.
bottom tower is under
If they
attack.
catch a pick off, they will go high ground and try to end the game. So they've got to catch on the Tinker. It's looking good. He's held down. They use the Echo to keep him there. And yep, the Chrono will absolutely guarantee it. He was dead anyway, but now he's very dead. The Razor getting caught here by the apparition from a million miles away. Enchanted Quiver, Hurricane Pike, Aghanim Scepter, Chilling Touch, Witchblade. He is a
Dire's
turret.
bottom tower is under attack.
Turret and a Tractor Beam. Now you have 2 heroes dead. About to be 3 going high ground. That was a 3,200 damage crit, by the way. I'm going to write that one down there. 3,282, I believe. Not just quadruple digits, but almost quadruple thousands. Quadruple.
Dire's
And
bottom tower
high ground's
has
still
fallen.
very much being pushed. These guys, they're faking back. They want to see a goon. They want a silly goober to walk up and try and hit creeps. And they will then liquefy the goober. So far, no takers. See that Tinker, though, and he's gone. And that long-range catch, the Tornado, the Fissure, you just can't play against it. You cannot. From behind, he's just gone. They see him, he's gone. Alright, the Lincoln Sphere catches the Rupture, and he's still going down, though. Bloodseeker's gonna knock him down. Takes a 2,800 damage crit to the face and doesn't care, but still can't move when he's in the Tractor Beam.
Dire's bottom barracks.
And there's going to be the Crystal Maiden going down as well.
Dire's middle tower is under
And that should be the end of the game. Tiny's on the buildings. Tiny has the damage. I'm going to go pick up his Crystallis real quick. AA's hitting towers, but
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
1,025 attack range. Yep, fair and balanced. The way that you deal with it is you just kill him. Easier said than done with all these monsters running around the field. This Tiny, this Earthshaker just ridding people in half. And he's just lurking, he's waiting. Anything he sees walk out of that fountain, he is gonna kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But does he see the Razor? He will soon. Doesn't have any trees for a tree volley if he goes there. The enemies are respawning, so he goes out. He plays it safe. He wants his clean second win here. Good lord, that's a lot of attack range. Plus 500. Is there a talent for more range? There is! Oh shit. Oh my god. And Razor walking into the fucking zone. Right after that attack goes out on the range creep. Otherwise, he would have begun receiving the fucking.
Dire are scanning.
Tiny just waiting. Waiting for a mistake. Crow's stepping out. Crow's not visible under a ward, though. Crow doesn't know that. But Crow's not visible under a ward. He just has to risk it. You know, if he doesn't farm something, the game's over anyway. So he's got to say, if they got a ward here, we lose. And if they don't, we can keep playing. But now he's going to go on this bottom wave. And that's putting him right smack dab in the middle of Tiny's danger zone. Oh. Not able to stun him in the midst of that second tree. But he does force the BKB. Or a 17-second cooldown. He's happy with that. So the Radiant are all positioning on the bottom lane. No towers there. Also, Fena Edge Sword and Desolator. With Alacrity, we might see a number bigger than a 3,200 damage crit coming out of this Earthshaker. We might see him one-shotting a fucking carry in the late game. So they're sidling on up here. They're like, I guess we'll hit buildings if we can't find a pick. They're actually smoked. Trying to catch somebody.
Dire's
Denied
middle
the
tower has
It was going to die, I guess, but I don't know. Denying a tier 4 seems like bad juju. So Void goes in, he's looking for a catch. Gets a Chrono, gets the Cataclysm. Gets the Ice Blast, but it's in Fountain. Still going to kill several, actually. My god. Apparition is ruptured. The rupture ends right as he uses his pike. It's like a surface-to-air missile system. It's just explosion, 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 explosion. Oh my god. Well, that appears to be the match. If there was any doubt, there wasn't much. There no longer is. They called GG, and that's game 2. See if we can rouse the losers for game 3. Keep this round robin clean, but if they don't want to play it, they can just seed it, and that'll be a 3-0. But I'm hoping they'll play it. They're not that far off. They're not that far off. They're just a little off. They're picking drafts that are harder to execute. If they just go a little easier, they should be golden. Alright. Oh, maybe I didn't have the right cameraman slot, and that's why I couldn't do my thing. Alright, I'm going to check in on comms here, see who's talking at me. Post the announcement here. Waka waka waka. There is announcements. I'm blind. I am a blind man and cannot see. Dota. Alrighty then. There may be no game 3. We may have a forfeit. Talking with the players of the team that has just been 2-0'd. Like they're suffering a bit of a morale problem. Understandable. It hurts a lot to get 2-0'd. Especially with a squad gang of players you haven't seen. Confusion around the format. I accept no responsibility for that. My communication has been flawless and professional, and, if I may add, sexually appealing. Seems like we are going to get a forfeit Tribald, the guy I chose as their captain arbitrarily. Not seem to be down with playing another match. So maybe his stragglers will be congealed into another team, maybe not. Okay, I'm deciding it is official. All right, I will be right back. We'll have our little 15-minute break. I'll be bullying all the nerds into joining their slots. And then we'll have a little more Dota for you. In the meantime, please enjoy absolutely no hold music, nor any sort of splash screen. I'll probably forget to unmute my mic when I get back. See ya. B of Team Vern.
Bro, someone actually went to the Singapore International. Goddamn.
No, they definitely did not.
Bro, you lying.
I actually didn't go.
I need to
My
bought one
friend
off the
went.
internet.
My friend went because he had a wedding to go to in Singapore as well, and so he's like,
Wow,
"Fuck, two birds, one stone." It
Oh,
was
shit,
silent
yeah.
ozone.
Oh, it's
And
silent,
so,
yeah, okay.
and so
Did
you
we-
got like 10. You get like 10 of them because you get one per day that you attend. And so he's just like, "You want one?" I was like, "Fuck it, why not?" Now I just display it because I think it's funny.
Oh yeah, no, I bought the 2018 and the 2016 one just off of like a local fucking app and everything because I'm in Seattle where we had like all the fucking
Yeah.
tournaments. So there's occasionally someone who's
Yeah,
just like,
Seattle
oh, I have
as well.
extra.
It's
Yeah,
like the Seattle
exactly.
this year as well. I'm going for sure.
All right, gamers.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
in
What?
Seattle.
Get it.
Everyone, please welcome into the voice chat, JD.
He arrive.
Cool.
Get into,
Everyone, welcome JD.
Get into two separate.
I'd like to
calls.
welcome Gambit to his fucking lobby slot.
Give Gambit a second here. He's a little busy.
Two
Yeah, no,
slot. Two
but yeah,
calls.
if it's in Seattle, I'm gonna try and go all days because I got to be a local, which is quite nice.
All right, 82 All Stars.
Oh, you're in Seattle?
Yeah.
Damn.
Goddamn.
Oh, shove left. Oh, go.
Jeff left. No, we have to restart the call.
What?
Oh, they have
What
a call.
What? Yeah, they have a call because they're a different team than you guys. Okay, Iceune. Any luck getting into the lobby? I'm not seeing you in the lobby. I think I can invite you, actually. Hold on.
Hey guys,
Hey.
can't get a.
No choral noises in chat.
Oral.
No hoyas.
No Carl noises in chat, dude.
Carl noises.
Sounded like Carl, dude.
Wait, hello?
Hello?
There's a lobby?
There's a lobby. I invited you.
Alright.
We are good to go.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, we're gaming.
Let's go.
All right.
Local team triangle. We're not doing fucking 3M ultra high temperature paint masking film.
Yeah, no, bro. Like, what the
Bro,
fuck?
were you at like Home Depot and just went, yeah, you know what? That's a good
I
name.
literally,
Yeah.
I went to 3M's website and just clicked links until I saw something. I was like, yeah, perfect.
No, I'm keeping team triangle.
Yeah, it was just
No.
a
This
placeholder, it
man,
doesn't matter.
this man couldn't even be bothered to like abbreviate it or anything of the sort, or was just like, yeah, you're the 3M COVID-19 mask or some bullshit like that.
It's funnier
No, he
the
just had to
longer
go
it
in.
is. Okay, all right. We're doing pick side selection.
No,
fuckers.
it
Good
gets
luck.
more ridiculous.
Hey,
Bro,
good-
I'm in
Bigger-
the official
Bigger
protest.
is not okay. Look,
Godspeed.
look.
All right. We're back, boys. We're playing Dota 2. Just assembled this team 3 minutes ago. We're fucking ready to do. Ozone says it keeps on doing it. God damn it. One of these days, we're just gonna have a good tournament, a nice organized tournament with teams that know each other and players that show up. And we're gonna hop into lobbies and start at the start time. It's gonna be so great. Let's fucking go! One flip. He asks. They've chosen. It can happen. Let's talk about Justin Roiland real quick, boys. What? It's just my friend named Tiny Rick. God damn. That's why we can't have nice things.
Five seconds. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
The laptop did it. All right.
Dire team ban.
Tinker ban.
Radiant team ban.
Interesting first ban in this meta, but acceptable. 82 All-Stars, going with the common shit. You ban the Rookie, you ban the Lina, you get to play Dota 2.
Ten seconds remaining.
Alright. I'm going to be chewing on some nuts while I'm casting. I hope y'all don't mind. I haven't eaten since I woke up. And it was not recently.
Dire team pick.
And Tiny Ban
Radiant
makes a
team
little
pick.
more sense.
Enchantress.
An Enchantress first pick. I feel like there were some juicier things on the table, but I also feel like these guys are fucking around because they know they've got the advantage of rank. Team Triangle. Running with a couple of Herald players, a few other players who are below
Radiant
Archon.
team pick.
82 All-Stars, they're all mid-Archon or higher. They know more about the game and how it is played, so it's an uphill battle for Team Triangle. Those of you who like to root for underdogs. These dogs are
Dire
quite
team
far
pick.
south.
Face the light.
But a Witch Doctor Dawnbreaker opening. Quite a good opening. Both those heroes play well into Enchantress. Capable of killing her. Capable of dealing with her creeps a bit. And even with the Voodoo Switcheroo or a Glimmer Cape, Witch
10
Doctor is pretty good at
seconds
not
remaining.
dying to Enchantress from full health. Dawnbreaker gets chunked by Ench, but
5 seconds remaining.
it's usually pretty fast, pretty tanky, doesn't mind so much. Ooh, yeah. Burning time on their bans again. They love doing this, these guys. Really contemplating it.
Dire team ban.
Puck.
And choosing a puck.
Radiant
Pretty good
team
against Witch
ban.
Doctor. Great at canceling his ult. Doesn't really give a shit about Cask. And banning out Night Stalker. A very solid hero. Great against Puck. Good ban. Quite pickable for the Radiant still, so
10
now they don't gotta
seconds
worry
remain.
about it. They
Dire
get this
team
Puck,
ban.
a very strong meta
Radiant
mid.
team ban.
Banning out the Ember, banned the Lina already. As far as meta heroes go, well, Razor's banned, so that's not an option either. The mid lane should be looking pretty good for AD2L
10
All-Stars.
seconds remaining.
Unless we see somebody absolutely pop off on a
5
hero they just
seconds
happen to be good
remaining.
at. An Invoker or Shadow Fiend, maybe. But, these next few bans and the picks following will really characterize the draft and give me something to talk about that's not just fluff. I'm going to eat some peanuts. And wait for that. All right, more reserve time on these second ban rounds. So weird.
Dire team ban.
And they opt for a Luna ban. Of all fucking things. Of all fucking things. Luna doesn't even really hard counter anything. That's a weird ban. I wonder what they're thinking. Wonder what they're up to. Maybe they're doing their
10
Dota buff
seconds
homework and
remaining.
they're like, oh, they have a good Luna player or Luna player. But
5 seconds remaining.
remains to be seen. Maybe we'll see them try to pick an illusion carry, and for some reason they think Luna's a good ban to make that a safer pick.
Radiant team ban.
Skyrath ban, okay. Good hero against Puck and Edge. Good hero with Witch Doctor. They're just trying to ban out all the silences. They haven't gotten Death Prophet, though. I think you'd probably see a Death Prophet before you saw a Skyrath here.
5 seconds remaining.
Of course, Puck can dodge Death Prophet's silence. More reserve time. It makes me itch. Watching reserve time tick down this early in a draft. Because I know, later in the draft, they're going to wish they had it. And right now, it don't matter so much. They're just, again, they're characterizing stuff.
Pick.
Mars is out. Strong team fighter. Lanes pretty well into agility heroes, generally, on account of their low HP and his high magic damage combo. And their low magic damage, generally.
10 seconds remaining.
Still a weird ban, though.
5 seconds remaining.
You know? There's, they could pick a Sand King, they could pick, like, a Tide Hunter. They have a lot of heroes they could pick that kind of would do the same thing as Mars. Not exactly. I mean, Spear's good, but nothing has indicated that Mars is particularly potent and problematic.
Dire team pick.
And a Silencer. Not banned. Great against Puck. And doesn't clash with his team. They got the Witch Doctor, they got the Dawnbreaker, they could do their little channel cancels, stuns. Bit of catch. So
10 seconds.
Silencer
remaining.
lacking a lot of that. Doesn't matter so much.
5 seconds remaining.
But we should keep in mind, AT2L has the option. They can flex this Puck into the off lane. It can be position 4. Yeah, you can probably position 5 Puck. These guys would do it. They position 5 to fucking Faceless Void. Reading too hard into the Puck might be a drafting mistake. It's really the only thing to work with, though. The Enchantress is already accounted for. You know, they might add some break.
Radiant team pick.
Brewmaster, huh? Okay. Solid picks. Brewmaster Jakiro offlane, incredibly strong. I'm hoping that's what they're going to run. They're going to run Enchantress Boss 5, or as a core.
Dire team ban.
And a Viper pick. That's not banned. Pretty resistant to the Puck. Generally lanes pretty well against him. Can be outplayed. A good Puck will shit on a bad Viper, but
10
solid pick.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, just a pretty well-rounded,
5
durable,
seconds remaining.
early mid-game draft from Team Triangle. And with options to scale. They're not locked in at any time period. AD2L All-Stars, similar boat. They're going to be a little sad when BKBs roll around.
Radiant team ban.
They're banning a Lifestealer, so BKBs don't roll around immediately. Personally, I'm not big on picking Lifestealer into a Puck, but it can be good. Now we're just, both teams I think have their position 1 to pick.
10 seconds
I don't really see position 1 Brewmaster too much. Might have a position 1 Silencer or Dawnbreaker, Team
5
Triangle, but
seconds remaining.
I'm imagining they're going to pick a hard carry now. That Dawnbreaker's going to be running as a position 3. And really, they could both go a number of ways here. The Brewmaster is going to be exceptionally good against certain carries. I'd say a carry that can survive Brewmaster will be a pretty high priority. They might be thinking about Team Triangle, something like an Anti-Mage. He just doesn't really die to the Brewmaster ult, except under very weird circumstances. And in team fights, he's generally fine working around it too. You know, if he gets a lucky reflect, he can't even get cycloned, which no other carry can say, even Ursa. Although Ursa can status resist, I believe, the Brewmaster Cyclone. Not the Yule's Cyclone, but the Brewmaster Cyclone, I think he can resist, which is a weird little interaction. Probably don't want to see like a Slark for Team Triangle. A lot of ground targeted
10
stuff.
seconds
It'd
remaining.
be okay though. It wouldn't be unplayable. But they can
5
probably pick
seconds
something better.
remaining.
80s will All-Stars in the meantime. They got a ton of space creators.
Dire
So they
team
probably want to
pick.
just pick somebody who they can just farm to the end of the game with. I don't think Medusa's super popular these days, but something like a Medusa. You can see the Luna's banned, so maybe they were just thinking ahead. They were like, no late game farming. The Luna's usually a mid game tempo with an Ags these days. A couple items
10
plus
seconds
Ags.
remaining.
Games I play.
5 seconds remaining.
The Spectre's out for 80s will All-Stars. They wouldn't want to really pick it. There's a Viper on the other team. They don't want to go passive dependence. They don't want to go for like a PA either. They're just looking for late game. You know, they might pick a Terror Blade or something. Be terrible. Somebody who likes to build Manta is not going to be a bad idea into Silencer pretty much ever. Probably not a Naga Shire. Naga doesn't like Viper. Her illusions can't proc their shit when they're in the Nether Toxin. Got 20 seconds to figure it out. Sven is meta these days, and pickable here.
Radiant team pick.
Nature's Prophet carry. I like to see that. I like to play Nature's Prophet. I think he'll have an okay time here. If he's rich, he can slap these guys, but Dawnbreaker does make it a pain for him to get picked, so if he's going to go for picks, he's going to get punished.
You may now select
Ooh, and
your
Arc Warden, a
heroes.
very, very good answer to the carry Nature's Prophet. That bubble is not something he really wants an answer for. And the omnipresence of the double makes it a little tricky for him to do his normal split-pushing shenanigans. So, yeah, great last picks for both teams, I think. They're going to have good lanes for those carries. And this should be a very good game. They both have drafted quite well. But maybe somebody will just start stomping lanes and it'll be another little 20-minute head crush. Who knows? Also, Brewmaster and Prophet on the same team, I'm a big fan of, because I like both of those heroes. We got Chev taking the puck, so it looks like that is probably going to be a pos 4 Brewmaster. I know Gambit does play some mid, but they've been having Chev play mid lately. If he's able to get the XP he wants, that Brewmaster is going to be real scary. But he'll always be annoying as a support. I still don't have camera controls. I'm the cameraman in the broadcasting thing.
Prepare for battle.
I'm cursed. That's what it is. It just probably looks like he's got a mid build going, but it's walking top. Definitely looking like it's going to be a puck mid. Grandmaster puck. Hero starting off with tons of int. And no regen. Okay. A very tightly grouped team triangle here. Starting Wraith. Slaves of Wisdom. Celestial Hammer. This looks like a First Blood if I've ever seen one, but they're not 100% skilled for it, having Glaives instead of Curse. So they can order this right. Bluesy gets a good cask off, they'll be set. Spark Wraith gonna set up for more. There's Spark Wraith. Seems like he'll probably get out of this one. We're not able to get the Viper connected. They could have broke their formation in a more ideal fashion, maybe they'd been fine. And Witch Doctor getting chunked by that tier 2.
The battle begins.
Alright, mostly uneventful. All that. Took some HP regen off of the enemy carry. Looks like he's going to use his TP. But also took some HP regen off position 5, so. Upsy downsy. Did get a ward mid. That's going to help this guy a lot. There's a big skill difference between these mid players. But, one is playing Viper, so. That's its own thing. And a very late entry to the safe lane for the Radiant. Jakiro, big fan of that because his support is also late, so he's got a little bit of an XP lead. And an XP-rich Jakiro. It's a strong offlaner. Yeah, and they do have that Jakiro Brewmaster lane, which Bluesy is experiencing firsthand. He could conceivably die right here. Yep, right there. Extremely, extremely strong lane. Doesn't really matter which role, which hero plays. So. Oh, and a high damage roll on that last auto attack. Arcward managed to get a return kill on Brewmaster. He's happy about that. But overall, I'm expecting a very hard loss in this lane for the Radiant team. If something real zany happens. And with the wave pushing in like that, I'm not sure we're going to see too much zanage. Mid lane here, let's look at the CS stats. How we doing? We got 5, and we got 4. I got no denies. There's a deny. And wave is sitting neutral. I'm foreseeing Puck not having too much of a hard time here. But not threatening the Viper too much either. And let's go see top lane. Looks a little exciting up here. Nature's Prophet Enchantress. That's a hell of a lane to have to deal with. But also, Dawnbreaker Silencer. Pretty good. His struggle is every time he uses Glaives of Wisdom to hit that Nature's Prophet's got that low base attack time, he's going to hit him back twice. But Nature's Prophet doesn't have any regen right now. So if they focus on pressuring him and try to control his access to a courier, they can just win this lane right out. He does have, he can TP the base, and teleportation back in. Well, in this case, he'd do the opposite because he doesn't have a TP scroll. And he gets double tango when he eats a sprout. So he sprouts himself, and she gives him a tango. He's pretty much good. So he doesn't really need the regen, but they could force him to use it. Make him less aggressive. Make him get worse CS.
Denied.
Another wave's pulled off into a Hellbear camp. Bottom lane, a little bit of trading. And mid lane CS. Still going about even. Not much to report in mid lane. So this trading is very interesting because Nature's Prophet and Enchantress are in love with doing this. They're both very, very big fans of just sitting over here to the side and slapping people. You know, he missed 1 CS for all this. And now she has to leave, and he gets to keep getting CS. Oh, and we lost Gambit Axiom. Wow. Cast Maledict. There's going to be another Dual Breath in a second. You're going to want to be way away from that. Right. Yeah, and I just see this getting worse. You know, if he's going to rush this Midas, he's going to have an extremely hard time getting himself enough HP regen to actually sustain this lane. Because there basically isn't enough. Brewmaster's nuke costs... Ignite costs like 50 to 80 mana. And does as much damage as something that might cost way, way more in an AoE. It's a very, very strong spell, the Cinder Brew. And it's real easy for them to ignite it with this Jakiro. Because you can ignite it with Liquid Fire or Dual Breath. And you can also cast Dual Breath and then ignite. Like, the ignite just happens on the proc. So trying to go for a pull, but again, yeah, this is a real strong lane. Or this area is what this lane wins, right? They don't necessarily win this. They could, but they win this for free. Like when you're playing this lane, you want to block their pull camp and your pull camp. You want to just abuse aggro tricks and just try to go neutral until you have enough levels to dive them. Maybe the Enchantress gets bored and wanders mid, you just dive the Prophet. More of this trading. Mid lane, once again. Remarkably even on last hits. Full magic stick on Otaku, but a bottle on Chev. Oh, Ench goes down. The Celestial Hammer from JD. They're going to try and make it a trade for the Prophet as well. And they got it. Wow. That Sprout was a little awkward. It didn't do anything except keep his treants from attacking. Yeah, I hate to see it, but not if you're on Team Triangle. And there's no way he dies to those. Alright, we got level 6 coming out for our first mid laner here, the Viper. Puck should get his. Yep, just there. Go look at some more of this merciless harass in the bottom lane. I just want to see, yeah, throw Cinderbrew at him. Cinderbrew him right now. Hero's got boots. He'll catch up. And this, yeah, he can't even, like, swing at creeps, because if he steps forward and gets hit by either of those slows, he's going to take the other one, he's going to lose all his health, he's going to have to fucking leave. He's going to be the Shad Boy. Oh. Being accosted by Doc again. Alright. And there's that harass. He's going to take, like, 500 damage from that. That's the Witch Doctor with the heal, though. That'll help a lot. That'll help a whole lot, actually. Gets the cask off. Not able to get the Maledict, though. Oh, Maledict is Brewmaster. Okay, Maledict's to Jakiro. Right. Just lost all his HP. Cool Breath don't stop. And they're gonna push bot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I don't think he had to come down here. I think he'd be happier hitting creeps, but if he's worried for his life, this is a good use of his time. And with that,
Radiant's bottom tower
now
has fallen.
the Dire Carry has space, and the Radiant Carry does not. And Arc Warden does not like this. He is not a fan of being pushed out of his lane like this. Because he's awful at jungling. He's terrible. Once he gets this Midas in level 6, it'll be okay. He'll be okay, but he's terrible at lasting under tier 2. He's terrible at jungling. He's not pleased. And now this Jakiro is going to go mid. And the map's about to start getting a hell of a lot smaller. Because this Viper can't hold off all these heroes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
JD shows up. Claps down the Jakiro. Otaku. Man fighting Chev. Manages to trade. Gambit should be using his Stormhorn to run faster. Gets caught by JD. Maledicted. Maledict dead. Absolutely. Gonzo. 6 permanent int for the silencer. Not too much. Although losing any int as Brewmaster sucks. That guy does not have a lot of mana. Our Nature's Prophet. So you getting a Maelstrom? Yep. That's the item to go. Go Maelstrom. Then, could go Gleipnir if he wants to. He could go Mjolnir in this game as well. His team has plenty of control. Keep an eye on this mid lane, I think. That's where most of the action's happening. The bot lane's where the carries are farming, so that's where the game's being decided, but not very exciting to look at. Okay, yeah, like he's trying to go in on him a bit. Pressure him. Oh, he's gonna get double kill, ain't he? Oh no, the Wraith held him back. He's keeping vision. There we go. 300 gold. I think it's 300 at all levels. Okay. No, 180. Still though, money. Money for me. And also that's going to prevent him from summoning his double as soon as he gets his Midas, so I'll have to wait a little bit. Right.
The seeds of fortune.
Bit of action up here. Looks like they've gone 3v Jakiro. Yeah, he was real overextended. Is he pushing that tower alone? That's gonna keep happening. Alright, Brewmaster runs in. He's not level 6 yet, so they don't have any answer to that deep each. Haste rune on Puck, going on the low health Viper. Puck's dead. He died so fast. Alright. That's a great cask. That Maledict is gonna hurt. Prophet might just die to that. That's a lot of damage over time. Dawnbreaker ult, gonna keep the big boy LaCroix alive. Nope, alright, Prophet's not taken out. Brewmaster ult comes out, kills off the Witch Doctor, and is gonna deal a lot of damage to LaCroix. That's Brewmaster Gaming, baby. You get the Urn of Shadows, you combo that with the Cinder Brew, you have a good time. I don't think they want this smoke. I don't think they want this right here. Yeah, I think they step back. Meanwhile, top lane, Ark's just pushing. And Ark's just farming. Got his Midas out. Not a good timing, but it's a timing. Not game ending. We're gonna get a Boots Travel, Rod of Atos Viper.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That seems pretty good for what his team has and what his team needs. I'd appreciate also just going for an Orchid. But him having a little extra beef and cheddar on his bones ain't gonna hurt. Strength from those crowns. And putting damage over time onto a Viper is gonna hurt you. Worse, it's gonna hurt him. Dawnbreaker working on her Echo Schlamma. Hero kind of struggling to find farm. Hero farms quite well, but he just keeps getting kind of lured into these little goofy conflicts. This will be a tough camp for him to knock out. Warpines have magic resistance, but Hellbears don't have magic resistance anymore, so not as hard as it used to be.
Dire's top tower is under
Bluesy
attack.
warded. I think he saw the ward, but I don't think he can do anything about it. So he got a sentry on him, so they're squaring up like they want to take this tower. They might have the muscle for it. Brewmaster ult is coming back up, though. And so we're seeing most interesting things up here. This smoke. Smoke broke on Big Boy LaCroix. He does not have global silence. Witch Doctor ult knocks out the Enchantress. Hero ult of mostly little consequence. JD's just taking a lot more damage than he was expecting. And a big puck silence. Wow, that caught both of those heroes. That could be enough, yep. Viper shows up. Ult gets dodged. And Brewmaster's gonna be in a pickle if he doesn't run away. He's in the midst of it. Viper will probably die here. Prophet has enough physical damage. Enough attack speed, he can make that happen.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But it was close, you know, maybe some spell life steal and he lives here, it's hard to say.
Radiant's top
In any
tower
event,
is under attack.
the farming continues in the bottom
Dire's
lane.
middle tower is under attack.
Losing a couple tier 1s here for the Radiant. Farming an ancient double stack. That's gonna make Prophet happy. A good Orchid timing for him will be phenomenal because it is hard to get a BKB in a coordinated game like this from behind at this rank. Alright, the cast hits the neutrals, which ain't great. Global just guarantees things, I suppose. And they've gained control of a DD rune if they can take it from the puck. Oh, oh, that can't be disjointed by that. Excellent. Upside for the DD. Yeah, dodging that auto attack actually is what killed him instead of saving it for the ult. But it's hard. Gotta do it quick. Now he's gotta be careful he doesn't overextend here. You know, if he gets a TP or two and that Nature's Prophet can TP behind him, he could be ham-boned. Mid tower get pushed though. Cancel a TP. That's probably gonna be the tower then. Prophet ult though, kills the creeps, wounds the heroes. And topside, Nature's Prophet and Takuro find themselves a tasty little Witch Doctor. Wait for us to cancel his boots of travel. Good item to have in the long run this match. I don't know if he wants it first though. Alright. Okay. What you do about nothing. Now over here. Brewmaster tossing this little catch combo on the Viper. The DD puck showing up. Wanting his revenge. Gets a couple attacks off. Witch Doctor ult eviscerating the Enchantress. Brewmaster ult coming out. Gonna go on the Viper. And Viper's taking a lot of damage. He won't die to this without help though. Puck needs to help him out. And Puck's in danger. Ooh, Puck is very screwed. He shoots an orb over, though. Viper goes down. And now Nature's Prophet has showed up to clean up. And that should be his Orchid. Brewmaster going for a Lotus Orb against that Global
Radiant's middle
Silence.
tower has fallen.
Could help his Puck out a lot. Who does not yet have a Yule Scepter. And we see the Dire move into the Radiant Jungle. They're now completely surrounding this Arc Warden, and I don't think he's realized. But he could TP for now. Now he can't. That was the time difference. Enchantress actually ended up going down. I didn't honestly even see him targeting her, but he just exploded. He doesn't have any levels in Nature's Attendance, so that would be why. She had 760 max health. And then she dies.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Big boy LaCroix running in, controlling the ward situation. That tower is still going to fall to that Jakiro Nature's Prophet push. Prophet with his Orchid. He's feeling like a big, mean, scary man. Let's see net worth. There's sand on my desk? What the fuck? Yeah, top net worth by 3,000. He is... Well, that's what you want to see. That's what you kind of got to see on Nature's Prophet. If you want to be super relevant as a carry, you got to be ahead, and he certainly is. Bubble is down on this Arc Warden now, and he's just routed up. Over the Dawnbreaker ult, though. That's a little greedy. That's going to be it. He's going to go down. Yep. I appreciated the Global Silence there. The morale. That was a little greedy. Great rotation from JD, though. Just quickly getting there, getting on it. And that's, you always got to be, no matter how ahead you are, there is some hero that can fuck up your day as Nature's Prophet, because he can't move. He can move across the map, but he can't move 3 feet.
Gotcha.
We got Brewmaster looking to use his ult, but might want to level up first. I get that level 2 ult. That's a big power spike for him. The little units do as much damage as a level 1 hero instead of as much damage as a creep. Big change. And just controlling their jungle wards. Trying to get some farm. They did not lose their carry, so Ark is still doing great. He's chasing Nature's Prophet. That double Midas, he will eventually catch him. But he's getting his double chase. Double's gonna be fine. Hero's fine. So there's a bit of a timer. If you listen carefully, you can hear it. It's ticking for the Dire team. They don't want this Arc Warden to pop off. They'll match up pretty well into the rest of the heroes on the Radiant. But that Arc Warden, if he pops off and he knows what he's doing, this will become very, very difficult. And JD is doing well for himself as well. Net worth's a bit close around the middle, but JD is just slid up to the top of that. He's going to go for that Desolator timing. That will help him a lot. And an Echo into Desolator into BKB Dawnbreaker. In fact, what he could do is disassemble the Echo. Nope, wait, nope, he can't do that yet. But he could get that Desolator at a great timing and then go for BKB. We see the Witch Doctor using his Shard.
Dire's top tower is under
Take a little bit of a chunk out of the Brewmaster. But yeah, just real tight gameplay here. These 4 heroes just snuggling. Snuggling, kissing up on each other, running their fingers through each other's hair, man. Hard to push into. Difficult to push into. But I think they could do it. They got Brewmaster ult, they got Jakiro, he's got a Yules, you know. They got this Nature's Prophet who's super rich. They're gonna give it a try. Primal Split goes off. That cancels the Witch Doctor ult. Silencer should die before he can cast Global. Yeah, he's out. That's 2 heroes dead. Dawnbreaker ult comes out a little too late. And she's just eating stuns. Ate the Ice Path, ate a stun from the Earth Bruling. And that, oh. I said they could take a full fight. They took a full fight. They weren't able to get the Arc Warden in there yet. Prophet's looking at him, though. Prophet wants his ass. He could TP out, but he wants blood. His bloodlust will get him killed. He needed a bubble. He had a bubble, he could maybe get that. But he should pretty much definitely just TP'd out there. But he's got his Gleipnir. Nevertheless, it arrives. Same as the death of this mid-tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Hero going for himself, getting an E-Blade, which is an interesting idea. I don't think it's a bad one, necessarily. Able to protect himself from the Viper. A little bit from the Arc Warden. Still a lot of lightning bouncing around. Rue has no ult, but he does have a Lotus Orb, so they're just keen on putting in aggression. I don't think they think they're going to kill this guy. I think they just want to take the farm. And yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Just force heroes and farm. Why is he just standing there picking the camp? I don't know, they're having some sort of a moment over here, it looks like. Regardless, Warden's gonna retake his jungle with his support silencer here. The enemy team is just kind of backed. They're just kind of farming defensively. But they have all their cooldowns. So, little odd for them to do that, but the Radiant taking advantage of it. They're at a pretty considerable net worth disadvantage, but still kind of doing okay as long as they have this Arc Warden. It's all hinging on him. The later the game goes, the more pressure that the Sats Hadarak is feeling. That means something racist. I apologize. I don't know what that means. What item we got coming out on our Viper player here? Atos is done, going for Shard BKB. BKB will be pretty nice for him to have. And, ooh, best cameraman. Looks like both teams kind of want to fight here. At least the Dire want to fight, and the Radiant are preparing for one. But Dire are actually farming. Heroes up here, clearing up a bunch of camps. Prophet's over here. Finishing up his fucking Bloodthorn already. And Puck gets a coil to start things up. Lightner comes out. And the Enchantress goes down. Puck is getting absolutely shit-hammered by the Dawnbreaker, but it doesn't matter. Prophet shows up on the back line, kills half his team. And now Dawnbreaker's the one going down. Prophet is trapped Arc Warden in a bubble. And he was not able to get Magnetic Field out. Prophet taking a lot of damage from Viper, does go down. That's Viper buyback, and he's dying for it. That'll be the last we hear of Viper. For 75 seconds. Pretty good victory. They lost Prophets, so the building damage will be somewhat reduced. Hero still has a good sum of it, but he doesn't have a shard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So they'll just rely on their fast wave clear and the power of the liquid fire to push this tower. Ooh. He tried to time the global. That was... You gotta give him credit for that. That was bold. That would have been pretty amazing if he managed it. And Puck looks like he's grabbing himself a Blink Dagger. For yet more Cachola. I must say I'm a little worried about the Arc Warden here. He's in a tough spot because he needs this BKB. But even once he gets it, he's got to play Arc Warden with the BKB, which is not as easy as playing Arc Warden normally is. For him to focus on defending yourself, not usually his thing. He usually just preys on people at 1,500 units away. Not sure if he's aware that magnetic field does not affect creeps. Doesn't say that necessarily anywhere in here. It does say allied heroes and buildings, but it doesn't say not creeps. Finishing off his Bloodthorn, just going to go for an Aghanim Scepter on the Nature's Prophet. He's very ahead, not super worried about BKB. As long as he can disarm heroes, which he can do with the root from his axe. He will still have to contend somewhat with the BKB from Arc Warden. Because they've attempted to wrap around on down here, but he was cautious, he got out. Now he just needs something to cast his Midas on. And these fellas are smoked. But checking Roche, no Roche. They're looking for something to grab. They don't have the global quite yet. I see the puck. And puck gets out. Prophet's looking at TPing in. Lifeneer Bloodthorn is going to make quick work of the Viper. Primal Split goes off. Witch Doctor's guard is down, and now his HP is down to 0. And that should be what the Dire need to go high ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the bubble cheese, as always. But he's low on mana on the Arc Warden. He's got his BKB, but if the fight breaks out right here, he's not going to be effective. He cannot use his Fleipnir.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Brewmaster has been a good front line for his team. He's a position 4 with a Lotus Orb and a Hood. He's happy. Prophet gets caught with the Starbreaker. Big Gleipnir. And that's going to cost Gambit his life. Prophet trying to TP out, not going to make it. Chev going in. Getting caught by some Viper Q. And rooted down by the Gleipnir. Oh, and the Starbreaker catches him. And a solid defense by the Radiant. No buyback spent. Arc Warden didn't even use his PKB. Didn't have to. They're quite pleased with that. That'll cost them a tier 3 tower. Feels a bit like an overextension by the Dire. Once Viper came back up, things had swung a bit back in the other direction. But I think it's mostly they weren't playing with their Jakiro. I think the Radiant would have had much harder time advancing forward into that team if the Jakiro was there. So either a communication mistake or coordination one, but overall, still a great game to be playing on the Dire here. Just now it's a little bit better to be playing as the Radiant. So Belusi's running up here like he's an award, but he doesn't have a ward. Oh, I see. It's alright.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Hold on. Alright.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Why? They didn't even kill his courier. I watched through 2 of them. Twice. Okay, and now he's getting caught because he TP'd to the outpost. He's glimmered up. And this should be the end of Lucy for now. Silencer coming in, looking to also get shafted. Nature's Prophet will oblige. And that finishes off the Aghanim's for Prophet. Oh! Arc Warden popped his BKB. I believe? Hold on. No, he did not. Whose fucking BKB was that? That Prophet's? Who popped a BKB? Hold on a minute. Maybe the double. Must have been the double. Yeah, Arc's the only guy with one. Dawnbreaker trying to get this BKB. If she gets it, she can man up on Puck and make it a lot harder for Puck to actually contribute to fights. Viper, in the meantime, just trying to finish off a BKB. Enchantress has the Little skeleton warriors. Look at him go. And Puck uses that vision to get a coil off, and Witch Doctor has been pushed off of the stage. Who did that? Oh, that was the Puck Shard, wasn't it? Nope. He does not have that. Is it a talent? Nope. A little curious as to how Witch Doctor ended up outside his base like that. Alright. Must have been the silencer force staff or something. Mid lane, Jakiro's going on the double. It should die to this. Alright. -1 Macropyre, -1 Tempest double. Let's say those are similarly valuable spells in this current particular circumstance. And meanwhile, Nature's Prophet continues to farm. He's still ahead of the Arc Warden by 3,000. He's happy about that. Going for an Assault Cuirass. And well, those 4 heroes could in fact kill that neutral creep. We got Zet TPing the double out, push a wave, get some farm. If they knew exactly how spread the Dire were playing, they could probably make something happen here, but it's hard to tell. They could pop global and rush down this Brewmaster, and they'd have a bit of a tricky time with it, but I think with Cask and Starbreaker, even through the Lotus Orb, they could knock him down.
The seeds of fortune.
Of course, that then begs the question, why haven't you used global? Dire team looking now at Roshan.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant are aware. Double has been summoned and sent bottom, though. So, looks like they're going to use this opportunity to go out and take their jungle back. They're going to prioritize farm because they don't think they can contest that road. I'd have to agree with them. I think they'd get caught halfway, they'd get dream coiled, they'd get hit with a big old macro pyre, and they'd have a sad time. So,
Radiant's top tower
might be the best play they can make. They see a Puck.
This bountiful.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Immortality.
All right. JD wants to Puck with Puck. And the Dire just want to push up all their waves so they can start hitting some tier 3s, hitting some racks. Oh, she has a Lotus Orb as well, and a Hood. Twin siblings over here. And the double has been caught. And global has been used. Kill the Puck. Good enough use for it. Guess he was going a little too aggressive. I don't know what he was doing there with this team where they are. Those little mistakes add up, though. Arc Warden building up towards a Hex. And could conceivably use that to absolutely remove this Puck from the game. If he's not able to get a Lincoln Sphere or something. He's going for an Octarine Core, it looks like. Going on the Enchantress because they're emboldened. There is no Puck. But Ench able to casually disengage with the help of Cinder Brew. Prophet used his ult, but let's be real. Didn't end up doing much there. Ooh, and the Enchanted Quiver for Arc Warden, and phenomenal damage item on that hero. JD dodges a nice path that would have cost him a bit of health. And they get baited by the illusion. Costing them a near Viper Strike.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I have to pressure this double. They're so meaty these days. Look at that thing. It's got 2,500 HP. Prophet can kill it though. It's the Nelson proc. Gets it. This is all a distraction though. They're just pushing up waves. Trying to make use of this Aegis hitting the high ground. He's got that Assault Cuirass. He's got the Ogre Seal Totem so he can disengage. And he's got Sprout Leashes, which really doesn't do jack or shit this game, except against Dawnbreaker. Ooh, and JD pops his 9-second BKB, I believe, on a a fake initiation, so he's gonna fucking miss that, let me tell you. A massive macro fire, catching 4 heroes after an ice path. That knocks out the Witch Doctor. Global goes down. Puck immediately tornadoes it off. Dawnbreaker needs to try and survive all the Brewlings here. She's doing a good job of it so far. But they're going to catch her eventually.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Alright, Arc Warden trying to catch the Prophet. Double does not have the Gleipnir mana. And the main hero couldn't catch the range. But they do have a Hex now. A Hex and 2,000 gold. Witch Doctor goes down again. Otaku pops his BKB and just mans the fuck up on the Aegis Carrier. That will take down the Aegis Carrier. Bubble making Viper do a lot of damage. Gradually bringing down that Phosphor. Okay, he's down. Now there's an Arc Warden left to contend with 3 heroes with only assistance of a Silencer. And he might lose his double to that. There it goes.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, and that Ice Path, that should get him. Prophet has a Hex of his own, but it's on cooldown. Used it to hold down the Silencer, and that knocks down the Arc Warden on his own high ground. Absolutely wealthy Nature's Prophet. Flapping down the bottom racks. They can go take top now if they'd like to. That tier 2 is dead. Oh, he doesn't have a Hex of his own. I'm schizophrenic. I'm imagining things. And we're going to go for tier 4s.
Radiant's middle tower
That will absolutely force that buyback on Arc Warden. They don't know if he has it or not. They believe he does. He does. And so they're probably going to have to fight here in about 15 seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh my god. Man it up on Prophet. He has no Aegis this time. Ogre Shield Totem's out, but he's taking too much damage. He's down. Switching targets over onto the Enchantress as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they should have no problem bringing her down. Puck goes in. Global Silence does not hit Puck. He is not in the world when it happens. Alright, and that's not Megas. That could become Megas very quickly, but we may see more of this game yet. Puck also having a Desolator, just noticed that. A little strange. A little unusual. Guess he's going to go for the Dream Coil Rapid Fire? Who knows? And now they have overextended and they are surrounded by 3. Even for the might of Dawnbreaker, this will probably prove to be a little bit, a small, minuscule amount too much. And he goes down. No Dawnbreaker, Prophet respawning in 40 seconds. The sun has set once again, and Puck is starting to hit the racks as these mid-creeps should come in here in the next 10 seconds and take down that back door. The Hex there, he doesn't have the second Hex to follow it up though. Master forced to use his ult defensively. And Viper way up in there. They are gonna kill the Brewlings. Oh, one got away. The Earth is up here. And they're just desperately trying to hold this Rax. Nature's Prophet respawned. He's TP'd down to the bot lane. He cannot come top quite yet. And Gambit has picked up an Aghanim Scepter, so he has that Earth Brewling, but he's not having to hit buildings. It does have Demolish, it would do a ton of damage to him. Doctor uses BKB to make a little bit of space, and now he's going to have to run for his life. Gets stunned by Earth, silenced by Puck. And the Global Silence comes out. The double is just trying to fight off a whole team, but it can't do it alone. And now Arc Warden is caught. He's going to have to pop his BKB. Does so. Rax have fallen down. He's trying to kill the Brewmaster. Cannot do so. Taking some free hits on the puck while he's close by, while Prophet tries to find a spot to TP behind. JD runs in with his big KB. He's really hoping to kill the Shakiro, but he's not going to get it. Big bubble, keeping Witch Doctor alive a little longer than he should be alive, but... And a Hex onto the puck knocks the puck down. All tier 4s have fallen. They are completely out of buildings. Puck coil onto the Viper. Viper running low on HP, going to snap the coil. And double goes down. Viper down. Harcourt just trying to keep himself alive, does not even have the space to put bubbles on the throne. Enchantress goes down with the Viper buyback. And we have Nature's Prophet ult holding everybody down. Viper getting absolutely chunked. Dawnbreaker needs the help of Harcourt to knock down this Prophet. X comes up in 1 second and it's too late. That's the game. What a great ending, though. Fought until the very last. We should be moving on to game 2 here shortly. Alrighty. Hop over and make my announcement real quick. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and restart my client. I might fuck up the stream a little bit. But I think that might fix my little camera issue. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I am just cursed to wander this earth without Dota 2 spectator camera controls. I think that would be fitting. That'd be fair. Alrighty. Series 2 lobby back up. Alright, let's go talk with the let's go talk with Team Triangle. See what they're up to. Howdy, fellers. Good effort. That was very close at several points. How you feeling?
My asshole hurts.
Understandable.
I had this Chev guy pre-muted, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what that was about.
What's up, boys?
Howdy.
What's up?
It's your boy,
Hey,
Medium Boy
Lucy.
Mountain Dew. What?
Do you have Chev pre-muted as well?
Chev. Who the fuck is
Yes.
Chev?
The puck.
The mid.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think I have Chev muted.
Okay. Because Jack and I have him pre-muted.
I thought that was interesting. Alright. Well, game 2's coming up, boys. Lobby's up.
I mean, he hasn't even been in the server for since the the last stuff. So I mean,
I
who
think
knows?
he's new.
I'm back.
Welcome back. For game 2. Not bad. Didn't go terribly there. The Viper looked like it worked pretty good. They'll probably ban that.
Viper did work. I think, honestly, to be able... The thing with Viper, right? He relies on like the early initiation, like the early snowballing effect. And I think like because of the fact that like we looked at their draft and everything, like I don't know.
I think you should have gone the spell lifesteal build that game.
You
Ooh.
know that too.
Picked up like
That too.
an eternal
Spicy.
shroud or something, or maybe a bloodstone.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I
Bloodstone
really
eggs?
was, but I was also thinking like we needed to catch them and shit.
Yeah,
Jack, are you playing?
No, I think. Oh, I'm still in this slot. Whoops.
I mean, I think the real problem we had was the fact that we were banking on the fact that we were going to have Ark come back, but the problem is we couldn't team fight. Like they just had us cornered every time.
Yeah, it was really hard for you guys to fight into like Chikiro and Coil.
Yeah, well, the puck, god damn, he was good. He was just sitting there, just juking and dodging.
Yeah, I
Man,
saw a couple of
for the
times.
NBA. God damn.
I saw a couple times he tried to like time the global silence. I was like, that would be big dick if it worked, but that's hard to do.
Just wait for the next NBA draft to come out. You'll see him drafted.
See the Chev puck.
Yeah, Chev Puck going to like the Phoenix Suns or some shit.
Well, I'll let y'all talk strategy here. After this game, you got game 3 if you want it. Regardless of the outcome, because we're doing round robins, we're doing it for points.
Oh, I see.
I'll,
I don't
let you all
know.
get into it.
They had us riding cowgirl, so I don't know.
Oh, look at that win probability though. We definitely won that draft.
Yeah, great draft.
Yikes.
Both drafts were phenomenal.
Right?
I was very
Yeah,
pleased.
actually.
With the draft.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you. That was Team Triangle. What a bunch of fellas. Looks like they're still missing 2. Got Big Boy LaCroix coming in, and I saw Ice in the voice chat, so he should show up in a bit. And then we'll get rolling. Hey, I am going to set manually here. The coin toss result. The other team. At eight. Hoping for a more balanced match in the future. What happens when you get, whichever gamers you can gather. You get a bit of an imbalanced league in terms of rank. But if I'd set it to be Archon only, good God, can you imagine? It'd be like a team and a half worth of players. I could maybe have done 2 teams, I guess. Just had them play a little best of 3 in-house sort of thing. Where's their 4th? Where's that? Where's that fella? That's either. Send him an invite manually. Know how to join. There he goes. damn it. I hate that emote so much. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go scream at him, voice. What do you want? Pick your side.
Hello? Me?
What?
You
Hello?
guys. You guys want to choose pick, or do you want to choose side?
Oh.
Pick.
Okay. Which order do you want?
Second.
Second. Okay. Okay. Starting team. All stars want the dire. Perfect. Alright, they said to you, fuck them. I hit the button, they'll show up, right? Eek. Alright. Game 2. A little bit of a team fighting problem, seemed like, that last sort of match.
Radiant team ban.
The Witch Doctor does struggle to make up for a lack of team fight. He certainly complements a team that has strong team fight, but he does not account for a lack of team fight. That channel is just so easy to break. Brewmaster has 2 ways to break it. Puck has a way to break it. Kiro has a way to break it. They can do it from across the country. Prophet bought a way to break it. They just lack team fight a little bit there on that that last draft. God damn it.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
I hate that emote so much. Okay, so Puck is out. They're like, no Puck. Meta hero, played it well last game, fair enough. Otherwise, All Stars just starting with their trademark Ricky Lina ban. Absolutely understandable. Shadow Fiend banned out. Interesting. Good hero.
Radiant team pick.
Keeper of the
What his first phase ban and total pick. Interesting.
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Nice. Stalker. Lore-wise, we're leading up to a good fight here.
Dire team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Night Stalker, Witch Doctor. Good opening. Keeper of the Light.
Dire team ban.
A little less flexible. And Batrider. So they're lacking some hard disable here. They might not need it with heroes like that, but they are lacking it.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
A Slark ban. Uh-huh. A Slark would certainly be a struggle for those two heroes to deal with.
Dire team ban.
Tiny ban. Alright. Respectable. He would account for a lot of what they're lacking and is otherwise a solid hero. Viper ban. Viper, I would say, does account for their fact they don't really have a great mid player on Team Triangle. Otaku
Dire
plays
team
mid,
ban.
but Otaku's rank is a bit lower relative to the AD12 All-Stars, so getting rid of the Viper pick might lead to a very bad result in the mid lane, which we haven't seen so far. We've seen mostly pretty balanced mid lanes thus far in this event.
10
Dawnbreaker
seconds
getting knocked
remaining.
out.
Radiant team ban.
And Silencer groaning as he is banned. Don't know if I would have picked a Silencer here, though. Kodal and Batrider are both real quick. It's nice to get somebody with a positioning
10
disable,
seconds
especially
remaining.
considering Night Stalker only kinda has one.
5 seconds remaining.
Same for Witch Doctor. They'd want a little more movement catch on Team Triangle.
Radiant team pick.
Something like a Blink Treant Protector, you know, something like a Mars, maybe. Mars would be pretty good. Our Ranger getting banned out. Haven't seen her banned or picked yet so far. Little odd. Good carry. But
10 seconds remaining.
everyone's had their own fun little things to pick this game.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Dire team pick.
They're picking the Abaddon, just as a great counter to that Dispellable stuff. Get rid of the Lasso, get rid of all kinds of stuff. All-Stars were like ready for this. They just picked right away Machine Gun. Terrorblade. Nothing screams that Terrorblade's amazing here. He's got good armor,
Remaining.
but also really low
Dire
HP, so he's not amazingly...
Luna.
He's not a big fan of Night Stalker. Night Stalker and Luna will give them a huge night vision advantage. Even a Batrider, who normally has one. They should be better prepared. I think Batrider can see a little
10
further than Luna at
seconds
nighttime, but
remaining. 5 seconds
it'll
remaining.
lower that gap. These are both very solid. Again, a bit of a lack of team fight for Team Triangle again so far. Might rectify that with their last pick. They'll have a mid they can choose. They might pick like a Death Prophet.
Radiant team ban.
In fact, I think that's absolutely what they should pick. I think Death Prophet would be a phenomenal pick for Triangle. Need to keep it from getting banned and keep it from getting picked somehow. Otherwise,
10 seconds remaining.
maybe a Primal Beast. Is he in Captain's mode yet? I don't keep up with these
5
things.
seconds
I think he is.
remaining.
Primal would help Team Triangle a lot. They have a Primal player. Of course, they'll have to lane mid. And not every mid matchup is very easy for a low rank Primal. I am a tad worried they're going to have that Night Stalker Abaddon dual melee offlane, which may not contend well. Especially, I don't know if Abaddon's metamorph or his refraction illusion procs his passive. That would be kind of scary if it does. Of course, into a Terrorblade, he could totally go a no passive build
Dire team ban.
and just spam nukes. Tidehunter ban. They're worried about. Tidehunter would be a mild inconvenience. That's a decent ban. AD12 All-Stars banning the Storm Spirit,
10
who
seconds
would be a
remaining.
very nice compliment to the
Radiant team ban.
vision and save offered by Team Triangle. And then they banned the Chen. I don't think that was on purpose. I think that was either an accident or a joke. But
10
Death
seconds
Prophet so
remaining.
far still very pickable for Team Triangle. We might see it picked by the
5
All-Stars,
seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
and it would be decent for them as well. They ban a Brewmaster. Brewmaster would be quite the inconvenience for them. Hide out the Abaddon's ult. Doesn't really die to Luna's ult. Still kills Luna. Counters the hell out of Witch Doctor. Can tornado the Night Stalker.
10
not a bad
seconds
ban.
remaining.
Let's see what they're gonna pick here. 5 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh shit, they have 2 minutes reserve time. That's unusual for them. Usually they run out of reserve time in the first 3 picks. Alright.
Radiant team pick.
And they've taken Mars. Solid hero. Quite good against Night Stalker. Unless he blinks in and then gets silenced. Because he blinked too close. Good long range for countering Witch Doctor's ult from anywhere within 1,000 units. Doesn't really care about Abaddon. Plenty good at kiting him if he becomes a problem.
5 seconds remaining.
Team Triangle, they do have a minute of reserve time to work with here. I still think they'd like to see a Death Prophet. I think that would make them happy. But failing that, what they really need, Luna needs some space. So they need a mid-gamer who can keep Batrider, Kotal, Mars, and Gyro from being too much of a pain in the ass. That Gyro shard especially is a bit of a nightmare. So they could go for something like a mid-Snapfire. Just shoot down Gyro missiles automatically, great magic damage for Terror Blade, long range, good little disable combo for knocking down Batriders and Kotals. And I don't know if you can cookie out a Mars ult. I know you're not supposed to be able to escape Mars ult vertically, but I know some heroes can. And they go for a core Jakiro. That's probably JD's suggestion for mid lane. Not bad. That's similar to the core Snapfire. Could give the Luna what she needs. Looks like it's probably going to be the Night Stalker position 3 for JD. Big Boy LaCroix taking the Abaddon as a support. Alright. So safe lane, we should expect to see Terrorblade and probably Keeper of the Light, maybe Gyro. Probably Terrorblade Gyro. And that should lane moderately against Night Stalker Abaddon. We might see them win that based on skill, but it doesn't seem like a huge deal. The off lane will probably just be Kotal Mars. That's going to be leading into Luna Witch Doctor. If everything's passive, that's going to be a lot easier for the Kotal Mars. But Luna Witch Doctor could totally just push for a quick level 2 and take that. And mid lane, we should expect to see Jakiro versus Batrider. Which, theoretically, I think is a little Batrider favored. And in practice, should be massively Batrider favored just due to the rank difference between the players.
Prepare for battle.
What do I gotta do? So that I can get camera controls over here. Whose dick do I gotta suck? Okay, so they're going for some First Blood type shenanigans up here.
Called the doctor?
Pretty ordinary starting items. $61.39 win rate in favor of the Radiant. Interesting. I wouldn't put it that way. See the Dire just kind of dodging that top area where they've been having so many little kerfuffles.
Thirty seconds to battle.
He does this on every fucking hero. Every goddamn hero, it's the same build. But I guess he doesn't usually get punished for it. It just eats a lot of his gold. Alright, so they find nothing. A ward here and a ward here.
The battle begins.
Alright. So far, no pole camps blocked. Very uneventful. I believe last game we had much more interesting things going on before the horn. Gyro starting off with the Ring of Basil. Basilius. That 1.5 mana regen, plus 1 mana regen in an aura. Very cool. That is excellent for the type of lane they're going to try and play here. 45 damage ain't much, but it adds up when you do it 7 times. Yeah, the lanes are settling. Some antics over here. Luna also starting no regen. Maybe this is some trend I'm not privy to. His mid lane is where we should expect to see the worst things happen. He does have the stick and the hero. And he's making sure to hit his harass and just trade it, because he's getting that mana for free. Not getting too many stacks either. So far we see lanes somewhat favoring the Radiant. Last hit so far favoring the Dire a little bit. And now that's a dead loser. Yeah, that level 2 spike he was not ready for. That's not great, but it is pushed into the tower, so JD's got that to deal with for now, but there will be a pull coming out. Meanwhile, Kodal hit a double stack. Batrider will be very happy about that at some point, I'm sure. They're kind of overdoing it on the trading here. For the Radiant team.
It's my right.
Mars with 10.7 health regen under tower with Inspiration Aura and 6 mangoes. 600 health a minute. Oh. And we lost Jakiro to the Batrider at level 3.
Which one of you wants to take me for a ride?
That's how that goes. Sure, he's in comms like, holy shit, he can do that? Yes, sir, he can. Especially when you go 2 points in Liquid Fire. This is definitely a 2 points in Dual Breath lane. Maybe even an Ice Path lane.
Top tower is under attack.
And it's a surprise. Mr. Ozone. A lot of damage, but shouldn't be enough. That level 1 Maledict. And Batrider's low. Very low. Hero's got to be pleased about that. I think he's going to go for a bounty rune, try and get himself back into the lane. I'm going to give Jakiro a little bit of peace, a little bit of space. And we see some action on Bluesy. What's he got going? Just getting hit with stuff. Bottom lane. Mars has 10 CS, Luna has 11. Now Mars has 11. They're exactly identical. CS and damage. Mars not going Bootsman for a quick soul ring, actually. An older build. Oh. Goes down again, not even the metamorphed. Wonder what happened. I think this went wrong when they went on the gyro. Oh, Mars is taking damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But still happy. Consistent theme about these teams playing into our amigos, the All-Stars. They're just pushing the offlane. But of course, I guess this offlane's pushed as well, but it's also getting pulled. That's going to cost you a lot of creeps. That was not a good use of your Q there, Gambit.
Radiant's bottom
Luna should
tower
also be playing
is
over
under
here into the
attack.
tower. Miss her creeps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mid lane Batrider has 6 stacks, but not a lot of HP. And he missed one. Working on power treads. Mars got that soul ring and topside. Going in on the Terror Blade. He's maledicted. He's taking a lot. And they're going to knock him out. Going to be good for JD. That first nighttime, first kill. Bot lane, meanwhile, looks like Kotal went back for another set of stacks or something. Yes, sir. Mars took a bit of pressure for that, but Batrider will make it up later. Top lane, still constant angst. Is he going for that? Is he going for that? He's getting that. Yeah, that cost him his life, so I don't know if it was worth it. He didn't? I would have sworn there was still a projectile after him. Wow. Wow. That's not even going to lose a bluesy. Incredible. Alright, well that's very good for the offlane there. Batrider's got his level 6, but he does not have the Flame Break or Lasso. He's just going to farming build it up, I guess. Mars going to hit level 6 here somewhat soon. Looks like before the Luna.
Messing bottom.
On account of that Kotal leaving the lane to stack all the time. That should be good. They might be able to turn that into a kill. Yeah, mid lane going well for Jakiro, just spamming that dual breath. Keeps the wave pushed in, keeps Batrider a little bit low and slow, so he has a hard time stacking up more goo. Bluesy's going for something sneaky up here. Oh, he auto-attacked. That's probably going to be it for Bluesy. Turn that into a kill with Void, though, maybe. Void plus Maldic, that's a lot of damage.
Listen.
He's totally happy dying here. He'd rather not, but he'll take it. Bluesy, on the other hand, less happy dying for that. Leaving both to get that kill, not ideal.
Masterfully denied.
And Luna just going a very farmy build. That's the smart approach to this game, I
middle
think.
tower is under attack.
Not going to want to skirmish too much with a Batrider in the game. And this liquid fire maxing Jakiro is hurting the tower.
Here's my pension.
Luna farming quite efficiently here. Pulling the neutral camps together with the pull, but we'll miss this wave.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Batrider, meanwhile, is taking down the Ancients. And is now also taking down the hard camp. So he has just made himself a pretty fucking penny. Gyrocopter level 6, ganks mid. Hurting Jakiro, Big Boy LaCroix is there.
Killing spree.
But that is eventually going to bring down Otaku. You just can't, can't get away from these two fast heroes. JD looking to clean up, ults in.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
it's very far away.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He sees him.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
He sees him, he wants him, he doesn't think he can get him. And now there's a Batrider looking at your Luna.
Radiant's middle tower is under
He's gonna
attack.
be alright, mid tower's okay. Under a ward there. Otherwise he might have got a kill. Does not have his ult on the Terror Blade, so we'll see how this works out. Did not get hit with Maledict, he's gonna live. Maledict just barely missed. Surprisingly difficult spell to hit. Gradually chipping down this mid tower.
Denied.
Batrider, though, he's got his boots travel now. He's almost certainly going to put this into the Luna, and there he is. Teleporting down, popping a smoke. And she's spotted. And she's going to get gotted. Witch Doctor also dying. I think it's going to be a triple top. Luna, obviously, died there. Big boy. Alright, that was an interesting one. That was an interesting Sunder. I was interested by that. And we actually have the Jakiro with a haste rune running top, looking goofy as hell. He sees these heroes under that ward. But he is still whiffed the liquid fire. And traded for that Jakira, or that gyrocopter. ADTP in bottom. Mars does have ult. Mars has his full combo.
Radiant's
And there's a
middle
Batrider
tower
there.
is under attack.
Looks like that's probably going to be it for JD. And they got to be a little frustrated. A lot of discouraging results here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like their
Radiant's bottom tower has
middle
fallen.
tower for Radiant should stand through this. We'll go probably into deny range though. One more attack from that catapult. Yeah, deniable now. The top lane. Let's look at net worth here. Terrorblade's top, Batrider, then Mars, then Luna. And then under both supports for the Dire, by a close margin, we have the remaining cores for the Radiant. That does not bode well. Gyro is caught here. Luna mans up with Mask of
Dire's
Madness.
middle tower has been
Terrorblade
denied.
having his 20 plus 2 armor. Gives not one single
Dire's top
solitary
tower
fight.
is under attack.
And it looks like the
Message from on high.
fast combo here walked at the Jakiro and killed him. Pure skill. Thank you, Batrider. Very cool. The JD's trying to catch something here. He's going to be the something that gets catched. Asking for some help, but there just isn't any. Oh, and he better cancel that TP. Yep. It's unfortunate. It is the daytime, and daytime does not favor the Night Stalker. Alright, we're gonna go for that Witchblade, and this looks like it would be a quick game at this rate. If Luna cannot get some money. She did not end up dying going on that Terrorblade earlier, so... Still got to farm a little more, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Otaku threatening that top tier 1. JD, he's mad. He's mad, he's flying, he's in there. He doesn't even have his silence, but Batrider
Dire's
missed
top
his
tower has fallen.
knockback.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower
and that's
is
probably
under
gonna be it for Stalker, let's see. Nope, he's got the lift. Gotta dodge the veil. Gyro is at that 15-minute mark. As soon as it's nighttime, Gyro's gonna hit that shard power spike, and that's gonna be a huge pain in the
Radiant's
ass
middle tower is under attack.
for the Night Stalker. 'Cause
Radiant's
Night Stalker's
middle
faster
tower
than the
has
missile
fallen.
for a time.
Killing spree.
The Stalker ends up going down, but Terrorblade goes way out of position to do it, and does die to the Luna, which is great for her. She's gonna need a little protection. That should be alright. Otaku catching 2 / being caught by 2. Turns more into being caught by with that Jakiro missile. The gyrocopter, not Jakiro.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Kodal hits him with the classic walking away faster than average. Night Stalker, you might be fast, but this Keeper of the Light is slightly faster. Even during the nighttime. Use a couple ults, pick up a couple kills mid. Oh, and they slightly miss both knockbacks, but it does not end up mattering. It's the daytime. He's slow. Just be careful. If he hangs around much longer, he will be knocked back. In fact, he's gonna get knocked back. And killed under his own tier 3 tower by the enemy mid. This is gruesome,
Radiant's middle tower
grotesque,
is under
and
attack.
ghoulish. That's Haderach desperately farming. Being pinged out by the gyrocopter, I believe. He's got to be so scared, because at any point there could be a Batrider in these trees watching him. Setting up to kill him. He'd never know it until it was too late. So he gets lucky. He walks back here after Batrider's finished stealing his camps, and he gets to live. And he's just gonna fight mid, I guess. lacking something better to do. And he can't even walk up this hill. He's gonna get a shard missile on his ass. That's gonna go on JD.
Radiant's top
I'm gonna go
tower
attack the missile. Alright, so far I managed to avoid any deaths on the Radiant. I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon.
Monster kill.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I'm gonna try and get the solar bind on the Jakiro. And they get it.
Radiant's top tower is under
Metamorphosis is down. But he's gonna be alright. Luna once again is charged with finding somewhere to farm. Going for a Dragon Lance. 16 minutes, that is not where you'd like to be on this hero, but it has been a tough match.
Only other bats will know we're still here.
And that Mars ult is just going to set up for the Jakiro. There's a big Witch Doctor ult though.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Chugging away at him, and they end up catching the Night Stalker. They're going to try and knock him out of the fight quick. And they're successful. It's just way too much damage for him to deal with. And now the rest of them are getting gooed up, slowed down, and shot by rocket barrage continuously for 20 seconds.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna pop his ult here.
Radiant's middle
Probably do
tower
enough damage
has
to kill him
fallen.
4 times. They're gonna die. And they're gonna get away with it. And this does not look good. Otaku the Jakiro trying to slow down the Terror Blade a little bit, but just having to run away. And odds are he could still get caught here. They're calling GG. I don't blame him. I do not blame them. See if they actually keep the GG. They do, in fact. That is game 2. And that's Batrider Dota right there. Absolutely oppressive. Man, I am not making any friends hosting these games. Oh. Alright. Let me go talk with some folks, see how they're feeling, see if we can get a game 3 going. If not, we may move on to our final series, which will actually be not involving the AD2L All-Stars, but I'm not sure if our Team 1 has dropped entirely out or if they're still here. So let's go see. That was fucking rough. That was Batrider
Two
Dota.
games.
That was Batrider Dota.
It was Batrider Dota.
I mean, all
I think they
things considered,
GG'd out
I
when
think
they
I
saw the
still-
gyro damage, to be fair.
Yeah, the gyro
No.
shard. Batrider.
What they didn't see was the amount of stacks this Batrider had.
Bro, I saw Total running back there, bro.
I told Chev before the game, I was
Oh
like,
my
we can run like Coddle in any stack taking hero, and I will have 2 5-stacks for him. I had a 6 stack on the Ancients, I'm pretty sure.
Amazing.
At minute 7, like I had hit everyone.
And that got Mars a quick 6. That was, yeah, very difficult to deal with.
GG's, guys.
GG. Now, technically here, what I was gonna have happen is Triangle and Dict. We're gonna play third series here. Now, if we're talking winners, they can't win the tournament. They could get points if they want to play, and it will be a little more evenly matched because Dict and Triangle are similarly composed teams.
Is the other team even like still in it, or like do they still want to play?
I don't know. I think you killed them. I think they actually died in real life.
Well, it's a pre-made stack versus a pickup stack, so it's not really equal or fair.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I'm trying to get more fucking pre-mates in this.
Are we considered a
not
pre-made, man? I wasn't aware of this tournament happening until like 2
I think
years
it's just
ago.
because you can sign up individually, and so I think everyone else that like played signed up individually is my understanding.
Yeah, they didn't know each other until like their game started.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
I mean, yo, what happened to Team Wakanda? You know, Team Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying?
Wakanda forever. We dissolved all the old teams because they dissolved on their own, and we just got rid of the skeleton that made it look like they were standing.
I mean, like,
but you could
life happens.
You can form whatever teams you want. I'm fucking happy as hell to host teams. I would prefer it actually. These free agent
Team
shit,
Triangle forever. Hello.
This free agent shit is gonna give me a fucking coronary. I'm gonna wrestle with 15 free agents to compose 2 teams 5 minutes before every series.
So listen, Jack. Where are the champion roles in Discord? Let's get them. Awards ceremony.
Yeah,
That's all he wants.
That's all I was
Exactly.
applying for.
we can call that AD2L All Stars have won this event. They are the victors, and now we can just do whatever people feel like doing.
It was a test of endurance. I'm not gonna lie. If we actually had to play 9 games.
Well, you never would have got 9 games because it's the round robin. So it would have been each team has a match.
Even 6, bro. I would have been swaying.
6 is a lot, man. It's a lot to play 6 games in a row. Yeah.
The more games we played, the less heroes we would have had to pick from. So it would have made it very.
Dude, what happens when we run out of heroes?
Your picks were always confusing me. I was like, they're doing this on purpose. They're being strange.
Oh yeah, we had a list so we couldn't pick the same hero twice.
Yeah. We picked 20 different heroes.
Well, it made things a little more interesting than just spamming Lena mid or something.
Yeah.
I liked the Ricky.
I do want to know the reaction to what was it, our game 2 where he opened +5 faceless void with a phosphor invoker.
Oh yeah, the void invoker. I was like, it's weird that they're first picking that. Like it's a good combo, and then the fucking void was position 5 to an Earth Shaker, and I was like,
Carry Shaker.
I'm being.
I literally told my team I'm playing Void 5 Shaker, 100%. That is why.
+5 void.
+5 faces, yeah. With a mid AA.
You know, for someone that doesn't drink, you slur your words and mix them up a whole lot.
I know, dude. It's just too late for me already, man.
That's fine. That's fair.
It's not like I stay up to like 10 p.m. Eastern or anything.
Who was in our comms where it was like every time we're like, okay, we'll pick this hero.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was also game 2.
Yeah, it was like, all right, we'll play Witch Doctor mid band. Okay, we'll play Snapfire band.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know
Enter.
it's swapped. Give me a second.
His mic is crazy.
Enter. I'm hearing like only background noise from you.
Legit.
It's like the foreground.
Yeah,
is music.
if you're gonna watch TV, like at least share your screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, show us this Law and Order. God damn. Okay.
We mean Law and Order. You probably smoking a Pico.
We just went bullied him.
I heard Mac in there at some point. I just assumed he was watching fuck it, not Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What? Always Sunny. What just happened?
I
don't know.
He's back. I think everyone like left.
I think someone joined and left at the same time.
Maybe. Enter your mic.
It sounded like
I did it.
That's some crazy
You did it.
synergy.
Alright, guys. I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all later.
Hasta
Later,
luego.
dude. GG's.
Peace, bro.
GG's.
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 Thought I heard
Dill,
Enter.
are we doing Battle Cup?
I'm down.
It's
Ozone, are you gonna be around for Bottle Cup? Or are you
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
I thought you were casting my Rain League series, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry guys. I have to.
Where do your priorities lie?
what about is Fred around?
Let me see. Let me ping the boys. Okay, apparently we're scrimming MTL on Tuesday. That'll be fun.
We're supposed to scrim them last Tuesday.
Yeah, we were. I had like scheduling issues, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they had a something came up with like one of them IRL. So if I remember correctly.
Wait, who are you guys playing against, by the way, Gambit?
I don't know. Machine's the other team captain.
Oh,
I haven't scouted or done anything. I probably won't, honestly.
no.
I'm gonna just get my little bits and drill.
I really should have.
Lorenzo can out carry everyone.
So in our schedule shove, me and Fred are yeses. Everyone else is a maybe.
Okay.
Odin just replied and said he's a maybe.
Okay. Ness said he could maybe play if we need another person.
Okay.
If
we could also just look for an Archon stack and just play tier 4.
That's fun too. I mean, it doesn't really matter what tier you play. You're playing against Smurfs every time.
That's true.
Honestly.
You guys know that Wakanda made in China, like Dosha's team, they got to the grand finals and they played Lil Nick and Speed in the finals of the Battle Cup.
That's
What
awesome, bro.
Did they win?
Speed?
They were winning in like the first 20 minutes, but Lil Nick just farmed his ass off on Furion. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
fucking you did.
It's fucking crazy to me now that Prophet can actually outscale anyone just by changing his BAT.
His Prophet here is so dumb right now.
Bro, it used to be like
It is.
he just couldn't man fight like anything.
It's like light Lena right now. It's actually so dumb.
Yeah.
It is actually, and it
What
farms
is?
even faster.
Prophet, Nature's Prophet.
Prophet.
Oh yeah, that hero's just
It's like a global Lena.
He
What
was
the fuck?
He was
Well,
basically
Lena gets
fine.
spots anyways, but like
He was
it's just the
okay.
fact that like he has so much right click like early on.
Yeah.
I just hit creeps, and then when a fight broke out, I just TP'd behind everyone.
Easy.
Where's
Just TP on both supports, have a silence.
I'm just watching the stream now, seeing what they were saying in the draft.
Oh yeah, no, I need to watch the stream back.
Oh no. Oh
In the
yeah.
game one, they probably didn't say anything significant because they didn't know about our strats. But
We didn't know about our strats.
I think if I end
Yeah.
the stream, it'll keep the VOD. I don't know. How this shit works.
Egocentric.
I hope so.
Dude, that second
I just
game-
rewinded on the live stream.
that second draft had me so